Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know where this audio is coming from. Is it that? Is this coming from this fucking microphone? Yeah, fucking noob over here. Is this coming from here? It's coming from here? Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I tried my New Year's resolution this year. My New Year's resolution this year was to not be so annoyed by Dangleclacks. I'm just like, I'll just let Dangleclacks, that's fine. Dangleclacks, it's whatever. I'll just let Dangleclacks slide by and I'll fix them when the fuck ever that fixes, and then I don't care. I'm not going to be upset by Dangleclacks anymore. But when I sit here in front of my desk for already almost 8 hours today, shooting video, editing video, using this microphone, using this camera with this microphone, with this fucking software, using it all day, everything works great. As soon as I hit stream, it's like, you need to switch your microphone input to a microphone input you've never seen before. Oh, okay, I'm using GrimmGreen microphone 3, which just appeared, and I've never used it before, but apparently it's working. So holy shit, sorry. Wow, I'm starting off this in a bad mood already. Bad mood. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna tell me the audio sounds bad? Check my audio routing. Yeah. I mean, thank you. I will do that. Just not at the very beginning of a stream. That would involve shutting down my computer, pulling out my desk, going through fucking cables upon cables in the back of my computer. I think it's a software issue. This software updated, and I think it's a software issue. It's the Mac. It's fucking Mac. Apple, does it sound bad? But it's not that mic in your face? It's not this mic, is it? It's fucking not. I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. Hello? Yeah, it should be this mic. It should be this mic. It's coming from something else. Is it coming from this? Is this loud? I think my whole soundboard just shit on me. It can't be coming from the camera. GrimmGreen 2 microphone? Oh, it's this. It's my phone. Is it my phone? It's my phone. It's my fucking phone. My audio is coming through my phone tonight. Are you kidding me? It's my phone. The audio is coming through my phone because I can't get this microphone to work. I can't get any of my microphones to work. 5 minutes ago, this was all working. 5 minutes ago, this was all working flawlessly. I don't want to do the vlog with a phone in my face. That's the microphone for the vlog tonight? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I didn't touch anything. I've just been sitting here waiting to stream. And something in the last 5 minutes killed all of my audio. Killed this microphone, killed my other good microphone, and now my audio somehow is coming through my phone. Yeah, really. Okay, Sewer Rug, thank you for making me laugh. I'm really phoning it in today. I don't want to stream like this. Just don't. Just don't want to. Fuck me running. This was all like, I shot video. You guys, I shot video 20 minutes ago using this microphone. I have it. It's here. We're gonna watch it. It's the news and advocacy. I filmed it using this microphone. Not using my phone as a microphone, which, by the way, this isn't sustainable because my phone's gonna die. Get my shirt off! I've never been so confused. Hang on. Hello? Oh, it's working? Is this working? Is this working? Apple is the worst computer company in the history of time. Just gonna say that. Fuck this company. Fuck that company into the ground. And while we're at it, fuck Samsung into the ground. My TV used to be great and now it sucks because Samsung updated the firmware on it and I'm forced to use the Samsung interface now. They're like, no, you used to be able to use your Apple TV, but now you have to use our interface. Fuck you, Samsung. You just bricked my TV. I can't... Is this the mic? Oh, there's an echo now? Rad. Is there really an echo right now? This sounds worse. That sounds worse? This should be this microphone. That sounds worse. Great. All right. Well, at least we're going in the right direction. I refuse to stream tonight talking into my phone. That's just not going to happen. Are you sure it's a different microphone? USB audio codec. Hello? Is this mic? Is this mic? I give up. I'm giving up. Good night, everybody. Fuck this. Is that any better? Yeah. Is it this mic? Is anything coming through this mic? Number one. Number two. Nope, it's just number one. All right. All right. How? This mic is turned all the way down. I just want you guys to know. Oh, now the USB audio codec is... This is my phone again. Is this my phone? Yeah. Oh, good. So now everything's mislabeled. So this isn't even my phone anymore in this software. Holy shit. This is out of control. This is Ghost 1. Yeah, 1. But it's not. Oh. How is that? I did. I restarted the software. That's why we're on a second stream. I restarted the software. I was tempted to restart my computer, but we wouldn't start the stream for another 45 minutes or so. Is this microphone? It's my boom mic? I don't have a boom mic. Hello? It should not be that jumpy. It should not be that jumpy. It's jumpy all over the place. This? Do we hear this? It's working? This is... You know what I did to fix this? Fucking nothing! I did zero! Nothing! All I did was like unplug. I unplugged the USB, plugged it back in, did nothing. I can't get my phone back over here because it's going to start coming through my phone, I think. Still? Okay. Addy thank you. All right, Addy Okay, it's this mic. Okay. You know, yeah, the DJI handheld mic, that could have actually worked in a pinch. That would have worked. That would have worked. That would have worked in a pinch. I'm back to an echo? It sounds like it's running direct without plugins or EQs. It's not. It's going through a soundboard. It's not fixed. It's not the SM7. It's my phone still. Huh. It's my phone still. It's my phone still. I'm talking to you from the other side of the room through my fucking phone. Yep, it's my phone. All right, so all my audio is screwed up. Can't get any mic to work. And I can't explain to you how frustrating this is because I'm not even joking with you. 5 minutes ago, this was all working. My mic sounded great. I shot a bunch of video. Everything sounded beautiful. And I know and this is why I'm staying away from the chat right now, because I don't want to get enraged, because I know people are trying to be helpful and say, oh, did you check this cable? Oh, maybe it's a thing. Oh, did you reset? I appreciate all this feedback, but none of it really helps me in this moment because I'm about to rage quit my life. And it's like my soundboard just went out, like right as I hit stream, like my soundboard died. Because right before I hit stream, I was running all sorts of tests, you see. All sorts of tests and checking and making sure there were no Dangleclacks. I joke about Dangleclacks, but really, I do everything I can to prevent them. And in reality, they just creep up. And I don't want to sit here for 3 hours talking into my phone. I don't want to. I don't want to vlog into my phone. I don't know what to do. Someone say, I know, I'm loud as fuck. I can't control it, Ben. I'm sorry. The sound is coming from wherever you have your head over there. It was my phone. I had my phone in front of my face. When you rolled off screen, it got really loud. I can't explain that. I've just been talking to my phone this whole time. It might be my boom mic, but my boom mic is turned way down. When I come over here, I'm talking into this. This is what I'm talking to when I was over there. Does this work? Hey, welcome to the stream. Let's spend the whole time troubleshooting my stupid gear. When I roll on the ground, the microphone EQs like red lines. When I roll on the ground, the EQ red lines. Phone went off. What? Phone went off screen. Was really loud. It's not your phone. So you're telling me there's a microphone over here that is somehow picking me up despite not existing. Fascinating. Oh, is it coming in through my camera? Camera. Can I talk to my camera? Is this it? Camera. Maybe it's coming from my camera that's not even on. Yeah, I have headphones plugged in, but that doesn't do anything. That's never done anything. Where is this sound coming from? It's not coming from my phone. It's not coming from my boom mic. It's not coming from this mic. Is it coming from my camera? What about now? Is that worse?
I think it's your headphones.
My headphones are unplugged.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Those headphones. It was definitely over there.
Thank you. There's nothing. Here's the thing. I don't have a microphone over there. Turn on the boom mic, all right? Let's get this out here. Okay. That's the boom mic. That's the boom mic. Hi. Hello? Nope, it's not coming through here. It's not coming through there. I don't know where this audio is coming from. I don't know where this audio is how it's even getting to you. The levels are all over the place. No microphone works. Here, this camera's unplugged and off. I'm gonna put my phone on the other side of the room. Okay? Where is this sound coming from? Hang on. Yup, it's coming through this camera. It's coming through that camera. All the audio, no matter what I set it to, is coming through that camera. It's coming through that camera. It's not this. Is it this? Hello? Yes. Look at that. Okay. Hi. How is that even a thing? This should not be working. This microphone is turned all the way down. Turned all the way down. It's at 0 volume right now. But it's louder over here. It's louder for some reason if I talk over here. It's louder if I over there. Is that too loud? I mean, it's redlining like fucking crazy. It's loud as shit. It's too loud. It's insane. And here's the thing. The volume on this mic on my soundboard is at like 2. It's normally at like 60. And I have this turned down to 2 and it's peaking like I've never experienced before. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's nothing I can even do in the software to fix that. Huh? Huh? Oh, that's way too loud. Hello? Test. Test. You're going deaf as we speak. Hang on. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just had to go walk around and take a breather. I don't know what to do. Power cycle? I did. I've turned it on and off. I turned off my soundboard, turned it back on. I can't, it's infuriating. It's infuriating. Is this working? Hello? It's not all in my head, Alan. You guys are hearing it. No, there was no punching going on. There was no punching. I had to go talk to my wife and she had to calm me down. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If it sounds okay, then we're just going to keep going. But if it sounds like shit, I have that's the thing, dude. I have a stream planned for tomorrow already. I have a surprise stream planned for tomorrow. So we can't just try again tomorrow. Unplug all, listen, here, we'll do it. This mic is plugged back in. Does that sound like the normal mic? I wish I had a way to watch the stream so that I could hear it. No sound? Yeah, I unplugged all my mics. But now it's back. Soldier on? Tom says soldier on. I'm inclined to believe it's the software. If I'm being honest, Nick, it doesn't sound great. Someone says it's perfect. Okay. See, this is the problem with trying to talk to the chat on a delay. Because then I say, does it sound good? And someone goes, it sounds great. And then like 1 minute later, someone goes, sounds bad. Now it's muted. Now it's fixed. Now it's muted. Now it's fixed. Sounds perfect? Perfect. It's working. Good to go. Ampersand, if you can hear me, then we're going to go. I think we're just going to go. I want you to hear the difference between when I play the news and advocacy segment, it's going to sound perfect. It's going to go, you're going to go, oh, that's a really expensive Shure SMB microphone. That's what it's supposed to sound like. I guess I need a new soundboard. And I didn't know before 5 minutes ago that I needed a new soundboard, but apparently I do. Cool, man. I just sudden unexpected expenses like that. Great. Always fun. Always great. Appreciate it. Here's the thing. I was barely touching anything before. I was fiddling very lightly. I was turning knobs. I was just testing. I don't know where my phone is. It sounds good? Okay. If it sounds good,
F the FDA. F the FDA.
Can anybody hear that? Could anybody hear F the FDA? Because I couldn't hear it. Oh well. The soundboard's powered. It's plugged into a wall. Soundboard's powered. I have multiple microphones that all go into one soundboard, and that one soundboard has a USB out. Goes right into my Mac. My Mac goes, oh, there's a phantom soundboard right here. You can use any of these microphones. I go, okay, great. And then my software goes, wait. Is this you could hear it? F the FDA? All right.
F the FDA. F the FDA. F the FDA. F the FDA. F the FDA.
I want to make sure that everybody can hear that. right, great. Here we go. I guess we're going to vlog. Wow, look at the mood. The mood's changed. Why is the mood so different right now? It's because I'm raging. I'm secretly like, whew. Soundboard fund, go. Listen, guys, we're off to a real rough start. We just spent a half hour battling Dangleclacks. Those were the worst Dangleclacks I've had. Those were the worst Dangleclacks I've had. I cannot wait to go back and watch the beginning of this stream and just watch myself melt down over audio. Clear as days. Yeah, it's all fixed now, Corey. You know what I did? Nothing. Zero. Nothing at all. Just nothing. I did zero and it just suddenly came back. Yeah. Hey, you know what sounds like something really great that I would like to do literally right now? Oh, come on. Okay, we're back. Let's get a beer into our bodies. Let's get a beer into our gullets. Nobody's perfect all the time. Yeah, I know. Nobody's perfect all the time. The frustration, I think you could see it like just pulsing off of me, the frustration, just pulsing off of me. Because, when I get in here in the morning on vlog day, I know exactly what I need to do. I know the exact tasks I need to do. I know exactly when those tasks need to be done in order to have a successful stream. And so at 4:30 p.m. I can hit stream and everything is good to go. I don't need to think about it. I know that. And I have all these things and we sit here and I double check and I triple check and I shoot video. Like I said, the news and advocacy with this microphone, with this camera, with this software. Everything worked great. Everything worked great. I'm sitting here. There's like 1 minute till stream time. I'm dotting T's, crossing I's, making sure that things are good to go and plugged in and everything's nice. And then as soon as you go stream, it just becomes a train wreck. It just becomes Australian vape legislation. Because of this Dangleclack, I'm moving. I'm moving to the UK there where I heard there's no more Dangleclacks. And then five times a night throughout the vlog, my monitor just gives me this big warning on the screen that's like, it's going to power off in 5 minutes unless you press the power button. Cool. Thank you, new monitor. It's on. I'm working. I'm like editing video, being on Twitter. It's like, you can turn your monitor off if you're not using it. Like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah. We're soldiering on, baby. We're soldiering on. I know why that happened, and it's because I said I wasn't going to let Dangleclacks bother me this year, and the universe was kind of like, oh, really? You're not going to let Dangleclacks bother you? How about this? How about the biggest Dangleclack of the year? Here's the beer we have tonight, coming to us courtesy of the Sifu Mustache, the one and only, the Sifu Mustache. Yeah. This is Ghost in the Machine. This is Ghost in the Machine Prime. They call it Ghost Prime. This is from Parish Brewing Company down there in the great state of Louisiana. Love it in Louisiana. Had a great time in Louisiana. All good. I appreciate your help, phrasing. I appreciate your help. I appreciate everyone's help as much as it just drove me to insanity. But we got a beer, and we're going to put a beer. Yes, come to the UK. No. Sam's moving to the UK. We're going to talk about this in the news. Sam, Bogan, UK bound. And I think this is great. I think this is a good thing for everybody. Tribal Buddha, be a Marine, improvise, adapt, overcome. Nope. That's good advice, Tribal Buddha. That's good advice, my once removed older brother. We're going to pour this right here into a glass. This is a DIPA, D-I-P-A. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the DIPA process involves, but from what I understand, this is some pretty high-tech beer. They use what's called cryo hops. Cryo hopping?
I don't know. I was just reading about it before I decided to have 1,000 Dangleclacks. It says, in order to achieve the best flavor and aroma from our beloved Citra hops in a massive DIPA, one must maximize hop cone flavor and aroma retention from farm to brew house. For the first time ever, we are unveiling a variant of the DDH Ghost in the Machine hops and dry hopped to saturation with cryo fresh hops. YHC-301 is a new form of cryo pelletized hops pioneered by our friends at Yakima Chief Hops. Unkilned whole cones are flash frozen in a state-of-the-art facility to retain freshness before being pelletized by a patented cryogenic process. All of that to say they use frozen hops in the Ghost in the Machine. Cryo hops. Cheers. I need this more than anybody. Boosh. Ghost in the Machine. Holy crap, that's good. That is delightful. I get so much upfront sweetness. There's like tropical mango-y flavors happening in here, and I just like this can. I'm going to keep this can. Do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants. It's very creamy, very... Hang on. I need another swizzle than just that one. How is it that creamy? How is this this good? Sifu Mustache, thank you for this Ghost in the Machine. This is my first experience with Ghost in the Machine. I've been to Parish Brewing in the past, and we've had Parish Brewing beers on this stream in the past. But this beer, Sam, I hope they have this in the UK. Ghost Prime from Parish Brewing Company. DIPA. I get, it's like creamy citrus, mango, pineapple, like tropical flavors in a very, very creamy IPA. I've never had a creamy IPA like this before. It's really bizarre. Really bizarre. Oh my God. This is a top caliber beer. This is a top caliber beer. Good Lord. This is like the best. This is a recent memory. Like, we had Dragon's Milk last week. That was pretty good. We've had some good beers on this stream, but this is taking me by surprise. Look at this hazy creaminess. I wish I could explain to you. I wish you could feel the mouthfeel that I'm feeling with the mouthfeel of this beer right now. What's up, Vaping Bogan? What's up, brother? Hey, I hope you're doing good. I want to say, Vaping Bogan, I respect the shit out of your decision. I did some pre-recorded news and advocacy that we're going to do a little bit later. But I talked about you. I talked about Australia a little bit. And yeah, man, more power to you. More power to you. I can't wait. Don't tell me that the audio dropped. Don't tell me that. Don't joke about that. Did it drop? I didn't even do anything. Are you joking that the audio dropped? Okay, I'm going to sit here until someone tells me that they're not joking. Did the audio drop? Seriously? Yeah? N? No, I okay? Yeah, the audio did drop? No, it didn't drop? Yes, it did? Oh, it briefly dropped. It's good. Okay, you guys, you're going to give me a heart attack every time you say, oh, the audio dropped. Unless it's dropped for like 5 full minutes, just don't mention that the audio dropped. There's nothing that was weird. Okay, well, You know, this is the Dangleclacks stream. I'm going to rename this I'm going to change the name from SMOK should sue the FDA to literally just Dangleclacks. It's a vlog, kind of, literally just Dangleclacks. Every single time. But how upset can I be if I have a beer this delicious in my hand? This beer is crazy good. I get like stone fruit flavors from it, like peach and apricot. Like it has like an apricot mouthfeel. This is delicious. I'm going to pair it with, I don't know, Fuji apple. All I have is like bakery stuff right now. Maybe this strawberry would be good. Maybe this. Let's do this. This is Cheese Your Guava Jelly. It's not Deep Cuts Guava Jelly. This is a tribute to. This is Cheese Your Guava Jelly from Face Meat. Guava jelly, beer. I think this will be great. Mic cut out again. The screen went black. Just going to do the rest of the vlog like this. Yep. Sorry. Screen cut out. Just kidding. I'm trying to fabricate Dangleclacks now. Oh my good Lord. Oh my good Lord. That is a match made in heaven. That's unbelievable. This guava and this Ghost in the Machine, it's like you were meant. I just want to dip this. I want to dip you in there and eat it like a cookie. This is delicious. This is an incredible pairing. Sifu, I cannot thank you enough for this beer. This is a beer that if they ever do this again, Sifu Mustache, and I know this was like, you had to like get in line to get a raffle ticket, to be part of a contest, to get in a queue, to like buy a pack of this. And if you get to the end, you can only get like 4 cans or something ridiculous. You know, breweries do that shit. High-end vape stuff does that shit, but breweries do that shit all the time. And I know this was really hard to get, and I really very appreciate you sending me this can. And if there's ever an opportunity, Sifu, for more cans of Ghost in the Machine Prime, I am down. Put me down. I want like a 6-pack, and I don't care how much it costs me as long as it's less than like $50. As long as it's less than like $50, I do not care how much it costs me. This is just based on this one glass, and I know this is kind of crazy. This is like a legacy beer. I just want to drink this. That's it. Goodbye St. Bernardus. Goodbye Guldendrach. Goodbye Dragon's Milk. Goodbye all my favorite beers. Give me a keg of Ghost in the Machine Prime. This is incredible. I wish my wife was in here and feeling better. I would have her taste this. That is delicious. And I'm almost completely done with it. I would take a 100 pack in a heartbeat. You couldn't keep me from a 100 pack. If they're like, oh, we got a 100 pack of Ghost in the Machine Prime. And I say, oh, how much is it? And they're like, $2,500. I'd be like, put it on my card. Put it on the business card. Put it on the business card. Just put it on the business card. That's a GrimmGreen business expense if I've ever heard one. What do you mean? Only $2,500? Only $2,500 for that beer? Okay, well, dang. Thanks again, Sifu Mustache. I'll put a link in the description to Beer Advocate if you want to learn more about that beer. Let me get a pen right now. I didn't even get to give you a rundown. I didn't even get to do any like yammering at the beginning. It's upsetting. Dangleclacks, I should not have made Dangleclacks my New Year's resolution. I should not have. I knew that it was going to mess me up. What's up, Retro Clouds? Happy to see you here. Always happy to see the replay crew in the live, Retro Clouds. Always. Now, let me give you a real quick rundown. Hello. 30 minutes of Dangleclacks. I can't believe I wrote that down. That's crazy. Check that off. 30 minutes of Dangleclacks done. Beer. Perfect. We're going to do some What I've Been Vaping. We got some Assignment America. We're definitely going to do a retro vaping that I've been looking forward to. We're going to sing happy birthday to some people. I have a little bit of mail. We have a band review tonight. Band review tonight, mother truckers. And I think we're going to wrap it up all at the end with a very random liquid tasting. I have 3 liquids set aside and an RDA that I still need to wick, set aside for a very random liquid tasting. So, boosh, tuck in, strap on, spread it on, and hang out. Just hang out, and it's going to be a good night. Revenge of the Fancy Salad. Your wife is experiencing revenge of the fancy salad. She came home. She didn't feel well. She had like a stomach ache. She's like, I don't feel very well. Sit on the couch. She's like, oh, I don't feel, my stomach feels bad. And it slowly like started getting worse and worse. My wife is deathly afraid of throwing up. She hates it. It's like a mortal fear. I throw up casually. Just, whatever. I'll throw up. I've thrown up a trillion times. I know I'll throw up a trillion more times. It's fine. But she's very deathly afraid of throwing up. So she doesn't want to. And it's her big, and she goes, I think I'm going to have to throw up. I think I'm going to have to. I'm like, you can do this. I know you can do this. And you'll feel better. You'll feel better, Pickle. I love you, Pickle. You'll feel better. You'll feel much better. Now that we've got a beer, now that we're here, now that we're Dangleclack free for the most part, real quickly, I want to talk about what I've been vaping. There was a little incident with living room guy and kitchen guy. Yeah, it happened. So let's jump in right now. We'll get into those super chats right after this. Here's what I've been vaping.
What I've been vaping.
Oh, thank you so much, Desk Guy. Yeah, Kitchen Guy back here to talk about the things that I've really been vaping here at the end of the dining room table in my kitchen. Couch guy rules. All right, sorry about that. If you want to know what I've really been vaping, we're going to be out here in the kitchen with Kitchen Guy. That's right. So what's out here right now? Lots of things. A Boro that I love. Strawberry Swirl inside the NTSU, inside the Vape Smarter. Get out of here. This is good. This is going to be one of those things like, oh, I can't show you what's in my hand because it's so super top secret, although I'm sure some people could probably put 2 and 2 together, but it's a Squonk with a Recoil Rebel on top. This Squonk has more batteries than the other Squonk from before. Now, I do have some pods out here, but if I want to talk about like my favorite setup of the week, maybe my favorite setup of the last 2 weeks, because 2 weeks ago on Twitch, on the Tuesday Vape Fiddle, we built the layer cake and put it on the Keen and put Fresh Batch from Twisted Timmy's on the inside. And yep, this is it. This is my favorite vape of the week. Fresh Batch is just so freaking good. I'm a little angry at Twisted Timmy right now for releasing so many bangers of liquids because I literally kind of love them all. But this is it. MechMod, layer cake. I'm getting some nice crackle. I'm getting some unbelievable flavor. And the layer cake has, I'm going to say it, good airflow. In the middle of reviewing this SMOK Novo Master Kit, it's been pretty okay. Here's the thing though. I am, as of this moment, completely out of Deep Cuts guava jelly. Like, done. Dry. I can't fill up any pods at the moment. So this, it's getting low. Still vaping pretty okay. The Nevox APX S2, which, hi, let's just name pods whatever arbitrary letters and numbers. APXS2. What does that stand for exactly? It just sounds neat. Hands-free for days, smooth, tight airflow. Still not sure if I'm actually going to do a review for this, but I have been enjoying it. When the battery's not dead. This one too, I've been going around to all my pods and they all have just like a little millimeter of liquid in there, like a fraction of an ounce of liquid, fraction of a milliliter of liquid. Nevox feeling A2. I'm very impressed by that pod. And lastly, it's the black on green Empire I set up. This was the Christmas Empire. And then on Tuesday we switched it over. We put the Zoo 1 back on top with a new drip tip on there. I just absolutely love this setup. The single coil Zoo 1 is, I don't know, it's worked its way into being like one of my favorite like little squonk atomizers. Probably because it's good. That, as they say, is that. That's really all I've been vaping out here. Sorry about Couch Guy, but I'm going to throw it back to the seems to be getting more handsome every single day desk guy. Did I just call myself handsome? It's weird. It is weird. I realized that was weird when I said it. But yeah, little run in there with Couch Guy. It's no big deal. Couch Guy, he's been acting weird. He's been sleeping all hours. He stays up all night, sleeps all hours of the day, does nothing, contributes not to the household, doesn't do the dishes, doesn't clean the toilets. He just sits around, smokes weed all day, lays in bed. He's really taking it hard that no vape stuff makes it out into the couch. It's tough, but here's the desk warriors for today. Yeah, it's the stubby. It's the Monarchy stubby with the MS bridge on the inside. I got a little bit matchy with the blue and the blue to match the blue on the titty battery. Blue, that matches. Come on. That's matchy. This is something on the inside. 21 grams. Yep, that tastes like it. That's been a desk warrior. Empire made it back in here. Pure Max, listen, I'm going to do a follow-up to the Pure Max soon, I think. It's been a real, people have been, lot of thoughts out there about the Pure Max. I'm still having an incredible vape with the Pure Max. There's a little bit of guava jelly left in here. Amazing. I mean, that is amazing. Look, if we're going to talk about pods, it's a Cross 3. Just got a Cross 3 on my desk. It's the Cross 3. It's on my desk. Blaze, my vapes, Blaze RBA on the inside of the Tycoon AIO with that, acid toxic battery wrap on there. Love it. Just love this. This has the CASAA Dunkey. What's it called? Dunsky. Yeah, Dunsky. Sorry. Dunsky. It's a iced caramel latte. The flavor on this Blaze Bridge is busting. Seriously busting. A lot of Boro stuff, I guess. Look at that. That's the Raga AIO K-Fun on the inside. It's an orange Mums tank. Same toxic battery that I really, really like. This thing just has hand feel for days and button placement, like literally for days. This is the best experience I've had with the K-Fun Boro, and we re-wicked it on Tuesday on Twitch, and we raised the coil up. And just raising the coil up a little bit improved the flavor of this K-Fun Boro by like 10 times. It was not great before, but it is actually great now. San. I'm doing a review for this as soon as I possibly can. It's the San with the shift tank, 0.4 Vapors Cloud coil head on the inside, strawberry swirl. That's an incredible vape. I do have some drippers on my desk as well, but if I had to narrow it down to, let's say, like 2 drippers that I've been using the most on my desk, it's going to be the Aegis with the Legal on top. I just think that looks like a pretty slick setup. And 2, it's got a Vent Horizon in it, which this liquid, I know we did it for a random liquid tasting pretty recently. I think it was last week, actually. And I liked it, and I liked it. And then the more I vape it, and I just kept vaping it, and kept vaping it, and kept vaping it, and it just, I don't know, I just started enjoying it more and appreciating more. And it just, I went from like, this is a good juice to like, holy shit, Event Horizon slaps. Event Horizon slaps. 95 watts, 0.11. Flavors just killing me good. Phrasing. I wasn't planning on reviewing that Vape Smarter Boro, but I might. I might. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is with going on with me lately, but I've been slacking, and like not slacking on my reviews. I'm just being really picky with my reviews. Like, what do I really want? What do I really want to review, you know? And I do want to review like the Raga AIO, but it just, I don't know what's keeping me from reviewing the Raga AIO. I don't know. I have like a hang up about mods these days, reviewing mods or something. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to review the Raga. I'm going to review the Tycone. I'm going to review the San. I'm going to review the mods again. The only other dripper that's on my desk is my favorite mech mod. I think I can say this confidently that this is my favorite mech mod of all time. It's the Omen. If this were a 21700 or a 2700, I think it would be firmly cemented as my favorite mech of all time. TM Twisted Messes 24 on top, baked sugar, cornflake sugar cookies on the inside. You know, I've said a million nice things about this setup. God. It's so good. I also have a Cathyla with that Fuji apple juice, but we did this on Tuesday. We set up the Ocula Cathyla combo, and this Fuji apple cherry, it's just, I know I said it was throaty before. It's just throaty. It's just hitting me in a throaty spot. It just gets me in the throat. Okay, well, not so much that time, but still a little bit that time. It was a little bit throaty. Cross Pro as well. Cross Pro review coming really damn hell-ass soon. And that's kind of what I've been vaping. I still have the Hollow Point with number 6 on the Revival setup, but it hasn't been getting much use. I still have some other things set up, but, you know, this is what I've been vaping, not what's just sitting on my desk. So these are the things I'm actually using. And that's me. But really, I want to know what you guys are vaping. And before we get there, I know I saw some super chats. See, when the microphone's working, we'll just get right in the groove. We'll start vlogging like crazy. But while there's Dangleclacks going on, I'll just be a nightmare. I'll just be yelling and getting mad. Raw Chuck, thank you. You know what? Thank you. Thank you, Raw Chuck. He says, you got this, Nick. It's another mic. I hate having to upgrade shit like so frequently. It's so annoying. Like, oh, your computer's slow now. Well, you need a fast computer. You're going to stream. All right, let's upgrade the computer. Let's upgrade the monitor while we're at it. Oh, the soundboard is only 6 years old. 6 years old? I feel like the soundboard should last a little bit longer than 6 years. They don't make them like they used to. I appreciate you, Raw Chuck. I hope you're doing well. Allie, yeah, Big Tobacco finally stopped the vlog. It was Reynolds American this whole time. It was the Marlboro man kicking down my door. Appreciate you, Allie. That's very gracious. RampX Gaming. We'll wait until you figure it out. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you guys for bearing with me while I just completely lose my cool and go into complete panic mode. You saw it happen. It wasn't pretty. I tossed my headphones. I threw my flannel on the chair. It wasn't good. That was me literally at my worst. Kaz, sounds like the audio is coming from the main camera. Should have listened to Kaz. Didn't listen to Kaz. Should have listened to Kaz. Didn't listen to Kaz. Hope you're doing good there, Dunsky. The great Seamus says, mission success. Don't touch anything. Let's vlog on. Yeah, we got it. Just don't. I feel like if I touch anything, it's going to mess up. So I'm not even like, I don't want to lean on my microphone at all. I feel like that's going to mess it up too. But thank you, Seamus. Thank you. Kaz. Tonight on Hangs, we'll talk about audio interfaces and we'll get you a new one. See, okay, look, Kaz, if there's a person that I'm going to listen to about like audio interfaces, it's you, Cheeks. I know he's an audio engineer guy. That's it. That's you two guys. That's who I'm going to listen to about audio interfaces. Appreciate you, Kaz. Hope you're doing good. Keegan says, new soundboard fund. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I'm going to use this. I'm going to get a new soundboard. Just going to do it. Disregard the constable. You can't boss me around. I'm going to get a new soundboard. Tribal Buddha donating. Thank you. The super chat of the beast. Soundboard fund and go. Yeah, thank you. Very appreciated. Justin Randazzo. There's a little war machine for you. Appreciate you, bro. Sally S. Hey, Grimm. Love you. Hey, Sally S. Love you. Hope you're doing well. Very gracious of you, Sally S. I appreciate that. Cheers for the big win. Let's go. All right. Finally vlogging. LJ, that's very gracious of you. I feel like I just handed my dad the wrong sized wrench. Here's to a chill beer. Thank you, LJ. Thank you. I didn't mean to upset anybody or fly off the handle. I wish I could like show you, like have you feel that feeling that I was feeling when I'm so pumped to stream and I'm ready and I got the segments and I got the news and I got my vapes and I got mail and I'm like, let's go. We got a band review tonight. And then it's like, hi, welcome to Dangleclacks City. Population you. You're the only one that lives here. Thank you, LJ. Owen says, just join us in the UK. Make it a vape haven. Listen, I'll probably stick it out in the US. I'll probably stick it out in the US. I'll probably stick it out in the US, most likely. I think things are going to change around in the US. I still believe things are going to change around in Australia, but I think it's going to take much longer. But maybe not. Maybe not. Australia is the only country right now with the prescription model. They're the only country with the prescription model right now, and it's abjectly failing. And so I'm not sure how long that's going to stick around, but we'll see. You know, Metal Morrissey, hey buddy, had the same issue with stream on Sunday. I know the rage, always here to troubleshoot. I was an audio engineer for 20 years. That's right. Love you and pickles. That's right. Add Metal Morrissey to the audio engineer, people I trust to help me with my sound. Metal effing Morrissey. All right. Well, tonight on the Hangs, apparently we're just soundboard shopping. Powering through the Dangleclacks like a champ. Yeah. I wish I could say confidently that I powered through those Dangleclacks like a champ, but I didn't. I powered through those Dangleclacks like a wuss. I powered through those Dangleclacks like a child. I did not power through any Dangleclacks. I let the Dangleclacks overwhelm me to the point I threw my flannel on the ground. I did not power through, but thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. If you guys feel like that was powering through, I'd never want you guys to see me actually fail and give up. Appreciate you, Dee Dee. Thank you for sticking around. Bennett, donation for the new soundboard boosh. Trucking through the Kansas snowstorm right now. I'm going to quit chatting, but I'll be here in spirit. Recently ordered the Blaze RBA and an NTSU. Can't wait to try them with some Twisted Timmy coils. You, Bennett, are in for a treat. The Blaze Bridge, chef's kiss. The NTSU, oh man. Even more of a chef's kiss. The NTSU is like two chefs making out. That's how good the NTSU is. Ken, I know that's Ken, but now we're Snowho Vape and Brew. We sell some local PNW beer at my shop. I'd love to send you some. Hit me up after the stream. Hell yeah. Also, for Washington State viewers, SB 1118 has been introduced and if passed would kill all shops in the state. Yep, that got introduced before I even shot my news and advocacy today, or after I shot my news and advocacy today. It's really ramping up. Legislation, you guys, is really, really ramping up. Just sharing some popcorn with the doggos, not on purpose. It's never on purpose. Unless it is. There was a brief period where when I was living in like in the Basin, LA and Hollywood, me and Casey, we had an apartment, and sometimes I would eat popcorn on the couch. You know, the Trader Joe's, it's like olive oil and vinegar, or it's like olive oil and sea salt popcorn or something like that. Just eat the hell out of them. And then sometimes, you know, I'd toss them to Nico, or I'd throw them and she'd go running for it. And then sometimes I would blow her mind and grab a handful of popcorn and just throw it into the living room, just scatter it all over the place in the living room. And just watching her little tail, and she's like, "There's so much popcorn." And really it was like, you know, maybe 10 little kernels of popcorn that I just threw everywhere. And she would run around and, you know, get all the popcorn off of the ground. I knew that she would get it all, so I never worried. Anyway, good times. Good times sharing popcorn with the dogs, with the Canis. The Great Seamus says, I'm getting those coffee beans and beer out to you this weekend, by the way, plus maybe some Canadian snacks. I don't know. We'll see. I love Canadian snacks. I like all international snacks. All British snacks, I'm a big fan of. Canadian snacks, I love them. Send me some Eat Mores. Send me some, what are they called? Eat Mores? No, they're called something else. Eat Mores? Maybe they're called Eat Mores. Some ketchup potato chips. Canadians are spoiled because you guys get ketchup potato chips and all dressed potato chips all the time. Frank Neal, that's very gracious of you. Yo-Yo Nick, take a moment and inhale, then exhale. Frank, thank you. Just be calm. Take a moment. Appreciate you, pimp. Hope you're doing good, Frank. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for bearing with me. Nicholas, that's very gracious of you. For equipment fund to support GrimmGreen Industries. Yeah, thank you. I mean, thank you. That is very gracious of you. I appreciate this. All this will be going towards some new equipment. New soundboard. I didn't know it was on my shopping list. It is now. New soundboard. Here we go. Little piece of bread in my mouth from lunch. The janitor, awesome recovery. You are a true professional. I would have went completely out of my mind and broke everything in the room. Stellar job. Yeah. Yep. I felt like I wanted to break everything in the room. The janitor, you know, but then I remembered Bruce Lee. Who said something to the effect of real power comes from letting things just pass by you. Let the hate just pass you by. Let the rage just pass you by. There's real, true power in controlling your emotions, in letting things pass by you. So I tried to think of that while I was throwing my flannel on the ground and just banging on my soundboard. Thank you, the janitor. Thank you. That means a lot. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Len Loy, F the Australian government. Yeah. Yes, 100%. We're going to talk about it. Don't worry. Sewer rug. Yo-yo and salutations. Even when the Dangleclacks get super bad, you're still an amusing human. Thanks for all you do, loudly or not. Hashtag yo-yo tendencies. Hashtag silent green. Silent green is people. Silent green is people. No? Soylent Green? Nobody watched Soylent Green back in the day? Really old sci-fi movie? Soylent Green is people. Good stuff, Sewer Rogue. I appreciate you. How's those dandelions tasting? Trap Musing. Appreciate you. All class here had 2 tradesmen searching the airport for an endone tablet I dropped. They are tiny. I don't know exactly what that means. But but hey, I'm glad it got sorted out there, Trap Musing. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you found your endone tablet. Barbara, love you, Dangleclacks and all. Get well, Pickles, love you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. I love you too. Dangleclacks and all. Hey, George boy. Love you. Hey, Georgia boy, I love you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing kick-ass 9,000, Georgia boy. Mike T206, lurking tonight while clearing the driveway before it freezes. Here's a little one thing towards the beer funds. Well, all beer funds, Mike T. If you're not okay with this, then I'll return your money. But all beer funds have been funneled sort of into a slush fund for a new soundboard, so that we don't ever have the Dangleclack issue like we had tonight. And that, now that we're over an hour into the vlog, that's right, it's assignment Planet Globe time. This is where I want to see your bangers that you vape literally every day, the stuff that keeps you off of cigarettes. I want to see it. Charles sent in this picture and didn't even say anything in his email. Charles, this is you. This is your setup. We got a green Lost Vape something with an Asgard Mini on top, Sad Boy Key Lime Cookie, and the Hype Pink and Blue, which I don't know what that tastes like, but just based on the name, Pink and Blue, I want to taste it. Sounds like a cotton candy something going on there. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles Z. I'm going to say Charles Z. Appreciate you. Carson, there's an email. There's a quick email from Carson. He's got his little succulent there named Bert. Carson, howdy, Grimm. Here's my 2 daily bangers. Appreciate you. I just DM'd you on Patreon. All right, I'll check over on those Patreon messages. Hopefully after the stream, we got some Thunderhead mechs, a Nitrous, and a Thunderhead that's a Blaze RTA, I think, on top, or a Blaze Solo. I'm not 100% sure what you got going on there, Carson, but they're mech mods, so you know I'm a fan. You just know it. Drip Vibe. Just going by Drip Vibe. Drip Vibe says, hey, Nick, I've been combustion free for 7 years. Was a 3-pack a day smoker. Even more in a hang. Just wanted to say, between watching you for 6 years and the last 2 years on and off replay crew, still surprised, but glad you're still doing the vlog on YouTube. It brings me joy to know that you and some of the originals are still around. As you can see, I've been vaping nothing but Lipos and Voltrove RTAs. The blue one is the 30V3. The green tip is the 41 EG. On top of the Dallas Cowboys mod, hang on. On top of the Dallas Cowboys mod, there is the 35 V2, all of them by Voltrove. Juice-wise, only the best. Stevie Marquez, DIY. This is by far the best I've ever had, and he has a list of over 50 flavors. Very affordable, by the way. All right. Steve Marquez, DIY. Let's just remind everybody in the chat about Steve Marquez DIY. Hell yeah, Voltroves. Hell yeah, Steve Marquez DIY. Hell yeah, Drip Vibe. Thank you. Now, Michael, this is the last one, but Michael says, what's up, brother? I just want to say thanks. He says, I smoked Camels for 17 years, and thanks to you, Mike Vapes, and Bogan, I switched to vaping. I've been smoke-free for over 4 years now. Hell yes. More recently, got into mechs. So glad, because they are 100% my preferred way to vape. Here's the mechs I've accumulated over that time. So Michael says, recently got into mechs. Michael says he recently got into mechs, and then this is the picture he sent. I recently got into mechs. Just recently got into mechs. So we're going to go from one side to the other. Yep, that's a Death Wish right there. Thunderhead, something with dice that I can't remember the name of. A broadside. That's a something else. I don't know what the red one is. But wait. I don't know what the green one is. Oh, that's an Avid Life. That's a Rogue next to that. That's a Tauren next to that. That's a Dot Mod next to that. That's a Purge. I think that's the Pandora Blue Purge. And then there's another Purge next to it. I can't remember the tiny name of that tiny little mech mod right there. Can't remember the name of it, with the Blaze RDA on top. Then there's the Suicide side fire guy with what looks like a Valhalla. There's another broadside with an RDA I can't tell on top. Good Lord. Something, RCM, something, that's a heavy hitter, that's a Kennedy, that's a Kennedy, that's a Kennedy. Couldn't tell you what's on top. One of those is the Ripsaw. One of those is a Kennedy. Can't remember the name of the green one, but I have one in red. Don't know what that one is next to it with the RDA for vaping on top, and I have no idea what the splattery red one is at the end, but that looks sick as tits. Then there's more. Avid Life, something. Don't know what the white one is. The Comp Life there. I don't know what the two brass ones in the middle are, but there's a Keen. I don't know what the other blue one with the Asgard is. And then there's a stacked Purge and a stacked Dreamer, and then a stacked red splattery guy that I don't know what that is either. Michael just recently got into mech mods. Dang. I wonder what Michael's collection would look like if he got into mech mods like a few years ago. That he could build a house. You could build a house out of the number of mech mods. ROK mod? There's so many on here. I do not. That's definitely a Dreamer, definitely a Purge. Don't know what the blue one is. Keen. Red is the Keen, and I don't know what the two in the middle are at all. At all. Those are titanium. That's a fucking 1111 Reborn. Listen. See? This is why I need your guys' help. Tell me what these are. The blue one is the 1111 Reborn. Oh, okay. With the Asgard on top. Sick. I like that blue color. That's sick. That's 36 mech mods. 36 mech mods, Michael. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you need 36 mech mods. Sometimes you just need 36 mech mods. I can't explain it. Sometimes you do. Me, I think I have more than 36 mech mods in this cabinet right here. Between the cabinet and my desk, let's see. I might have 30. I might have 30. Might have 30 in there. Best pod vape? Someone just said best pod vape. Right now, I think the best pod vape, most consistently good best pod vape, probably going to be the Cross stuff. Cross 3. But I do love me a Pure Max. But they're hard to get and they're a little bit inconsistent. Oh, Stan's Notion. That's right, the Notion. Okay, I get it. The Notion. That was the Notion. I have a Notion. I have a little stainless steel Notion. Really, the one that I want to know what it is and I can't remember the name of is that green guy. Not that one. This one. Yeah, that green guy. The green one. The green splattery one. I can't remember the name of that mech, but it is a good ass mech. That is a damn hell ass good mech. The dice is the TVL high roller. The dice is the TVL high roller. Where did it go? No, can't find it. We're going to have to go back to the original. Nope, still can't find it. The dice is the TVL high roller. Okay. It's a sick looking mech. I don't know if I would ever I don't know if I would ever use it, rock it myself. Hell yeah, Michael. Thank you for showing us your mech mod collection, and keep vaping mechs. In fact, in honor of that, let's have a toot on an Omen mech. Yeah. Busting. I mean, look, I'm not saying mech mods are coming back, but I kind of feel like mech mods are coming back. There's just something so beautifully simplistic about a really nice shiny tube that you just put an RDA on, vape it, claw the bottom. So good. So great. Nobody should be scared of mechs. Yeah, some AVs, the timekeepers in there. I think that was that green fadey guy on the end. Not that one. You know which one I mean. Not that one, but that's an AV Life as well. Anyway, Michael, thank you. Very appreciate that. And if anybody else out there watching this stream or the hashtag replay crew, if you want to see your gear featured on the Assignment America, send them on in. Nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark your subject Assignment Planet Globe. Chances are I'll see the attachment. It'll get downloaded and used and filed and used accordingly. But send them on over. I can never have enough. I want to see what you vape. Plain, pure and simple. I just want to see what you vape. Mech mods will never die. Mech mods will never die. You know why mech mods will never die? Because they require like the least amount of maintenance possible. You just got to keep it clean. Clean the contacts. That's it. It'll be a hard-hitting mech for as long as the mech mod exists, really. Okay, now let's change pace a little bit, you guys, and let's jump into, because it keeps getting bumped, I would actually like to do some retro vaping. Are you guys down for some retro vaping? Good. Okay. What we're going to be retro vaping today is a setup. It's a full setup that I put together that I don't think it's era appropriate. But I'm not sure when this little thing came out because I haven't seen it in ages. But here, this is the mod. What? What is that? Nobody knows. What is it? Oh, damn it. It's called the SD Mini 75. Does anybody remember this? DNA 75, single 18650, Vape Sig. Do you remember Vape Sig? CIGE, Vape Sig. Oh, Metal Morrissey, that is spot on. Mech mods are like the vinyl of vaping. Holy shit. I've never seen a more accurate sentence ever in my life. Single 18650, little magnetic back, and it's a DNA 75, which, to be fair, wasn't a very good chip. It was not a very good chip. I had my fair share of DNA 75s that were just the worst. But this, look at this little guy. Single 18650, DNA 75, boosh, little palmable thing. I can't say that I love like the weird pink fleshy color of it, but it's a nice little banger size. And what we're going to put on top is a rebuildable, but I genuinely do not know the name of it. I don't know what this is called. I think this is a 2016 era vape, but this is something I don't know what. It's an RDA. This is an RDA. There's a little airflow hole right there. Yep. It's not branded. It's not labeled anywhere on the actual atomizer itself. Boom, like that. And then, are you ready for this? Threads off. And that's the deck. Look at this little deck. Are we taking bets as to whether or not I'm actually even going to be able to build this? Are we taking bets? Yeah. Band-Aid color. Yeah, Band-Aid color. I think we'll be able to build this. I'm going to get some round wire. I don't like that. Let's go back to here. I'm going to get some round wire. And I think we're going to use 26 gauge. I have some old school kidney puncher GrimmGreen branded Canthal. Here's a weird thing that vape companies used to do. They just put my name on things and sold it. I would get stuff in the mail all the time. ODB Wraps was like one of the biggest offenders of making GrimmGreen battery wraps and then telling me later that they made GrimmGreen battery wraps. Kidney Puncher sent me some wire and all the labels. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to send you the GrimmGreen labels. I was like, oh, cool. And they had been selling wire like this. I'm like, what? 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 What are you kidding me? 26 gauge. It's going to be a single coil for sure. So we should pull off like 6 to 7 feet of wire, I think, maybe. .26 gauge single coil. I think it's going to work because this is the airflow. Did you see the tiniest little airflow hole pill? Build it vertical. Build it vertical. Whoa. No. I couldn't possibly. Yeah, the GrimmGreen Me Pod. The GrimmGreen Me Pod. Here's a funny story about the GrimmGreen Me Pod. The GrimmGreen Me Pod was a authorized thing. I had meetings with Me One. I had meetings with Me Pod. And they're like, we're going to do a GrimmGreen Me Pod and a GrimmGreen Me One. I was like, hey, that sounds great. I'm on board. Let's do it. They did it and then gave me zero money. Zero money. So if anybody ever bought a GrimmGreen Me One or a Me Pod, thank you, but I didn't make any money off those. Zero, like literally $0 off of those. Hey, that's okay. You know what? It wouldn't be the first time I put my name on something I didn't get any money from. That tiny little airflow, I believe, is intended to be mouth to lung. Can you believe that? Mouth to lung? What? All right. So we're going to build it fairly small, 2 millimeters. We're going to do a dinky little 2 millimeter coil in here. Dinky little 2 millimeter coil. We're going to actually try to run this in some sort of mouth to lung mode, since that's all that can be done. Okay. Let's see. I got my coil buildy guy here. Is that the right one? Hang on. That's that one. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter how many wraps because it's a DNA, you know? So it'll run it. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 26 gauge 7 wrap. You know, we used to call this the classic Ruby build. 26 gauge 7 wrap. Yes, that looks freaking perfect. It's the tiniest little coil. It's a dinky tiny little coil that needs to go in this deck somehow. There it is. All right. Got some Phillips head screws on top. See how much travel we get here? Is it enough to fit a fuse Clapton in here? Not by a long shot. Would you hold the cap next to the deck so we can see how high the airflow hole is? Yeah. This is something that I was looking at before. So it comes down to about there. So it's going to be like hopefully right in line. And if I thread this down on here, the airflow should end. Okay, so the airflow is going to end up right there. Airflow is going to end up right there. So let's leave the airflow center screen. Unscrew this. Whoops! Unscrewed the wrong thing there, you know? I didn't unscrew the cap. We'll thread this down. Yep, it's going to be hitting literally like just this far side of the coil. Just this far side of the coil. Yep. Well, this will work. I'm pretty confident that I can get this to vape. I'm more confident that I can get this to vape than I could get my microphones to work. You know? Gonna trim this a little bit. Trim you right here. Okay. Sorry, I am wasting about 2 inches of Canthal. Canthal. Aye. You ever vape Canthal? So if it's going to be on this side, then we're going to go like here and like here. Right? Kinda. Kinda. It's okay. I don't, 2 millimeters might even be too big for this. I'm going to hold this. All you're going to see is blurry knuckles for a second. I'm going to try to hold this as close as I can to those posts. Now, this is a really, really old rebuildable. I'm inclined to believe possibly that this is like the second or third rebuildable ever made. Ever made. I remember the first RDA I ever had was called the Phoenix rebuildable dripping atomizer. Oh, this is going to cut these leads too. I can feel it. And it looked very similar to this. It's installed, mother truckers. It's installed. And then, no more and then. I'm going to not center it, but try to push it off to the side. Maybe like that. I think that's about as good as we're going to get at the moment with this particular RDA. Okay. Okay. I feel like we're doing pretty good. See what this resistance says. 0.75. Not bad. Silica. Shrek. That's what I need. Silica. That would make this a really, really accurate retro vaping. Holy crap, really accurate retro vaping. Let's try this at like 20 watts. It's round wire, so it should be, yeah, easy. It's round wire, dude. Round wire is the easiest. Look at this high quality build in here. This is a typical cloud chasing build, you know? Typical cloud chasing build. You have silica? Earn. I need some silica. You know what we should do, you guys, on a future vlog is wick a new RDA with silica. What if we vaped like the Ocula or like the Legal or the Zoo 1 or like a new modern RDA with silica? Hey. I always got good flavor from silica, honestly. It was a nightmare to work with, Raw, Chuck. Nightmare to work with. Nightmare to work with. But it vaped great, and it was heat resistant. You could glow your coils with silica in the middle of it, and it wouldn't even Didn't even matter. Nobody cared. I saw the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life today. Not today, but recently was, where was this? On Reddit? Someone, I wonder if I could do this. Someone cut a hole in the top of their BP mods, like right in his mouth, and then widened up this hole. Yes. Oh, that's genius. And then they ran the cotton through it so that it was coming out of his mouth. So it was coming out of like the little BP mod's mouth. And I thought, holy shit, that's cool. Holy shit, that's cool. I want to do that. Is this going to work? Let's see. We got to thread it through. Oh, come on now. Come on now, BP mods. Don't let me down. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love that so much. It just comes out of his mouth. And I can pull it out of his mouth. That's too much. We're wasting cotton now. Barfing out cotton. Come on, that's cool. Now, this is only 2 millimeters with 2.5 millimeter cotton. So, hang on. .9. Okay, we're still good. 0.9 right now. 0.9 mouth to lung dripping atomizer. If anybody can remember the name of this, I will. I don't even know. I'll send you a bottle of Uncommon. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get this through. The 2.5 millimeter cotton is too big for 2 millimeters. I have to pull this down like cotton bacon to thin this out. All right, maybe that. Maybe something like that. Damn, I didn't realize how narrow 2 millimeters is. 2 millimeters like threading a needle. There we go. There we go. Seriously, that was like threading a needle. I'm pretty sure that this RDA was intended to be used with silica wick. Intended to be used with silica wick because that's a lot of cotton to tuck down in there. That's so much cotton. So much cotton. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. This side is... Okay. Pfft. Dude, what do you think? That's 10 out of 10. This is 11 out of 10. This is 12 out of 10 right here. And, okay, so let's keep the coil on screen right there, and we're going to see where the airflow lines up. It should be right near it. It should be right near it. You can't really see. It's going to be close. The airflow might be going at the cotton. It might be going at the cotton, but I don't know. We'll see. You've realized you hate 2.5 millimeter coils? What did 2.5 millimeter coils ever do to you, bro? What did they do to you? I like 2.5 millimeter coils. I like 3 millimeter coils. I like shit. Back in the day, what did we vape? 2 millimeter coils, 1.5 millimeter coils. So because this is an MTL, I believe, cheese or guava jelly. is going to go on the inside. You can hit up Face Meat if you want the recipe. Cheese your guava jelly. Freaking delightful. This is a delicious, delightful liquid. And we don't ever have to worry about wicking on this because it's a dripper. Dripper, yeah. I mean, technically it is a dripper. Let's see. A 0.9, 15 watts. Oh. Do I hear a little crackle happening there? Slight. Did you hear the really slight crackle? It was slight, but it was there. Boosh, there it is. Where'd my drip tip go? There it is. Pow, there it is. Here's our retro vape for the day. Still don't know what this RDA is called. Still don't know. Maybe someone said it in the chat. It's the Pina RDA. It's not the Is that really the Pina RDA? No, that can't be right. Whoa, the airflow on this is crazy tight. Crazy tight. I don't even know if the airflow is actually pointed at the coil, but here, we're going to find out. Cheers. We got the Vape Sig SD Mini 75 with a mystery rebuildable mouth-to-lung atomizer on top from probably 2011, maybe older than that. Shit, that's vapor. That's vapor. The flavor is really bad. The flavor is really bad. What were you guessing? The Pino RDA? Look it up. I'm trying to look it up. I don't know how to look up an RDA that I don't know if it exists. Pino RDA. Is that really a thing? Are you messing with me? I don't think that exists. The Pinot RDA. I don't know that that exists. Is that a thing? That doesn't look like that exists. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's tiny. If you don't smooth the edges of the hole in the BP Mods cotton, it will snag and ruin your cotton. All right. All right. I'll fix that. I'll fix it. I was just doing that just for, you know, for the sake of the stream. You know, you got to better the stream, right? You got to better the stream. The flavor on this is, dude, non-existent, disappeared, gone. No flavor, zero flavor, zero flavor. Wait, over there on Twitch. Oh, I forgot to turn the Twitch. It's a triple stack RDA. The triple stack RDA. Come on. The triple stack RDA. The triad RDA? The triple stack? The triple stack. I don't see anything. Triple stacked. No. Best RDA for flavor in 2023. Triple stack. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know if it's the triple stack. I can't find anything about this triple stack, but this airflow is a pinhole. A pinhole. You seeing it back in the day? You could be right, Envy Man. You could be right. You could be 100% right. Like, if I was vaping this back in the day, as they say, I probably would have been perfectly happy with it. The flavor is legitimately non-existent. Gone. It just tastes like air. Literally just inhaling air. I did silica, right, Shrek? Yeah, silica. I needed silica to really get the flavor to come out. This is the flavor. No, I can't really get the airflow any closer to the coil. It's definitely on the very edge of the coil. It's pointing. How could I show you guys this? I can't. It's actually hard for me to see. But if the airflow's here, it's going near the coil. It's going near the coil. There should be a little bit more flavor than this, but there is literally no flavor. It's zero. It's minus flavor. It's reverse flavor. It rips flavor from my mouth. It actually makes the world taste more bland somehow. It's like negative flavor. It's like dark matter. It's like antimatter. It's like negative flavor. I know this is guava, but you know what it tastes like? Nothing. Air. Just air. That's what this juice tastes like. Air. Maybe a faintest, like the faintest little whisper of flavor. But it's vaping. It's honestly vaping pretty okay. I could raise the coil. I feel like I raised it high enough. When I look at it, honestly, when I look in here, I can see light coming in through the airflow, and it's right there. It's right there at the coil. It's maybe on the very last two wraps of the coil, but it's kind of right there. It's as close as you can possibly get because the top cap is threaded. Throat hit, honestly, I was expecting more. It's okay. It's fine. I will say fine. Throat hit, fine. The thing is, I still think this is better than the vape technology that Australians are getting, unfortunately. No flavor, but that's a vapor. That's a vapor for sure. And you know what? Hey, there was a time, I guess, in vaping when this was like a thing. This was an atomizer that people bought, and then they built it, and then they vaped it, and then it kept them from smoking cigarettes, and that blows my mind. Every retro vape, going way back in the day, like Cardo tanks, HH357 atomizers, it's kind of amazing that anybody managed to quit smoking back in the day. Kind of amazing. Put it on the hog. Yeah, piss off the FDA. Like the vlog. They were trying to give me Dangleclacks earlier. Well, the mystery RDA is vaping pretty okay. There's some vapor. There's just no flavor. It's gone. It's negative flavor. It's anti-flavor. I don't know. You know, I like to think I could quit smoking with something that had no flavor in it, but I don't think I could. The flavor has always been the most important thing to me. I value flavor over most everything else. I value flavor over clouds, although big clouds give you good flavor. I value flavor over throat hit. I value flavor over nicotine level. If I can vape a flavor I love in a 1 milligram, I would rather vape it than vape something I don't love in the nicotine that I like. You know, flavor really, really goes a long way. Flavor is the make or break. Flavor is the make or break for vaping, in my opinion. You can have a really good performing vape with a nice long-lasting battery, but if you're not tasting anything, nope. I wouldn't stick with it. People aren't going to stick with it. It's literally all about the flavors. It kills me when I see these like, silent generation, 90-year-old people sitting at the World Economic Forum talking about how bubblegum's not for adults. I don't like bubblegum. Bubblegum's just for kids. I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you eat any food with flavor in it? You ever enjoyed a dessert? You ever enjoyed a cocktail? You dick. Of course adults like flavors. That's insane. Of course we like flavors. We're the ones who invented flavors. Kids didn't invent flavors. Adults did. For adults. Anyway, that's the end of my flavor rant. That's the end of the retro vaping. The mystery RDA, flavorless. Completely flavorless. In fact, if someone in my Patreon wants to try out the flavorless RDA, I would be happy to send it along. I'll pull my wicks out. I'll even leave my sick build in here. And you guys, one of my patrons, can taste the flavorless RDA. The flavorless RDA. I think I'm going to check in on some super chats, but look, you guys, there's some news that's going to happen. There was one more super chat from Nicholas. That's very gracious of you. The red splattery. Yes. Rock vape mods. Rock vape mods. Yes. Rock vape mods. They did the green one next to it too. They did the red splattery one and the green splattery one. Rock vape. But didn't it have a name? Am I wrong? I might be wrong, Rock vape. I might be wrong. Well, anyway, Nicholas, thank you for chiming in there. I appreciate that. Appreciate that super chat very much. Very, very much. And now, use guys. Let's settle in for some news and advocacy. It's like 18 minutes long. I shot some news and advocacy today. We're going to check in with the very, very professional and very, very trustworthy news source. It's News Guy. Let's go. Hella chats. Hang on. If there's a hella chat from New Wave Dave. Whoops. Nope, go away. Is there a hella chat from New Wave Dave? And Cool Tech Dreamer. Okay, Cool Tech Dreamer. Oh, and New Wave Dave. Okay. New Wave Dave says, the mic thing wasn't my cat. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? He's been locked in his room all day with an Asian lady boy. Man, maybe I should check on him. He's having the time of his life. Get out of here. But then again, you just can't unsee certain things. He's probably fine. Dave, your cat's probably fine. He's probably having the time of his life. Get out of here. Don't bother your cat. Let your cat be with the lady boy. Come on now. Boundaries. Boundaries, Dave. Boundaries. Boundaries, Dave. Cool Tech Dreamer. That's very gracious of you. It's okay, Nick. We love you. You're only human, by the way. Shout out to Steve, Legion's Lair, and all the cool kids in chat. Hell yeah, cool kids in chat. And hell yeah, Legion's Lair. Legion, he's the last great, Aussie YouTuber that's left in Australia. That's it. It's just Legion holding down the fort. Oh, Lee, not the real Gerard Butler. You mean not the real Lee? You didn't know. We changed your name, Lee. We changed your name. Yep. You are now henceforth forever to be known as not the real Lee, because Lee said dry mayonnaise, which isn't even a thing. I don't want dry mayonnaise. I want wet, sloppy, wet ass mayonnaise. I want some wham. I want some wet ass mayonnaise. Well, sometimes the vlog takes strange turns. All right, you guys, here's the thing. We're going to, Birdman is still in Australia. Okay, maybe I'm not as hip to all of the Australian YouTubers. Pulse AIO V2, Nikos? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's some better AIOs that exist, like the SAN or the Raga as well, Nikos, but the Pulse AIO V2, solid. Solid. Okay. You guys ready to tuck in for some news and advocacy? Are you guys ready to get mad at the FDA again? Are you guys ready to get mad at Australia again? Are you guys ready to join CASAA and do some call to actions? Are you guys ready to all hands on deck in Florida? Like all hands on deck in Florida? That's exactly. Get a bucket and a mop. Wet ass mayo. I don't know. Is that how they dance? I don't know how to twerk. I've tried. I just don't know how. Let's check in on News Guy. I'll be right back after this brief segment from our News Guy. All right, everybody. It's News Guy here. It's News Guy here. Very official News Guy here. Let's prepare to tuck in for some 15 minutes of Matt Sinister Memorial news and advocacy. First thing, I think I mentioned this the first thing. It's CASAA. Come on. It's CASAA. This is our consumer advocacy organization. If you're watching this stream or this replay right now and you're not a member of CASAA, I'm going to say, well, that's weird. You should definitely be a member of CASAA. I, for one, am proud to be a member of CASAA. I am proud to fight for my own rights. I am proud to fight for the rights of others. I feel like everybody should be stoked to defend their rights and defend the rights of others. So let's join CASAA. CASAA is our single most effective pathway at making any sort of change in the United States in regards to vaping. And boy, howdy, trust me, there is a lot going on, you guys. We're at the beginning of the year here. Like I said in the last vlog, the beginning of the year is when all of the anti-vaping legislation is starting to ramp up. We're seeing taxes, we're seeing flavor bans, we're seeing full bans, we're seeing a lot of PMTA registry bills. Let's take a closer look. Firstly, obviously, this is a point I've been driving home for a while now. There is a national call to action for a national vape tax. Dick Durbin, what he wants to do is get everything with nicotine on the same tax level. So cigarettes and snus and vaping and anything with nicotine in it would be all taxed at the same rate, regardless of how much harm these products are causing. They're just being taxed because of nicotine. Obviously, this would be awful. This would be detrimental. This would be terrible. I would have $30+ of tax on a single 60 ml bottle of my favorite deep cuts. And I know a lot of vapors and a lot of people watching this video right now think things like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And you know what? Chances are you're right. You'll probably be fine. Any long-term vapor who has hardware, who has coils, who has cotton, who does their own DIY and things like this, despite DIY still being heavily affected and completely targeted by this bad vape legislation, by this national vape tax, many people will be fine. I can look at myself and be like, why do I care? I'll be fine. If there's a national vape tax, who cares? I have enough liquid to last me the rest of my life. I'll be fine. It's not about me. It's about defending the rights of others. There are people who currently are smoking cigarettes and they're trying to transition to a less harmful vapor product. And then in that process, suddenly, if their less harmful vapor product costs just as much or more than the cigarettes they're already used to buying, guess what's going to happen? They'll just go straight to 7-Eleven and buy cigarettes because it's easier and it's more convenient and there's less, hoops to jump through. And it's going to be cheaper than vaping. It's disgusting, but wait, there's more. Fresno has a call to action right now, and what's happening in Fresno is just a pure vape ban. Just all vaping will be banned in this one city in California. Cigarettes will not be, just vaping. Banned. This isn't a tax. This isn't a flavor ban. This is all vapor products in Fresno will be illegal contraband. But wait, there's more. Michigan has a raft of anti-vaping legislation, including the PMTA registry legislation that's exactly like what's going on in Florida. But we can't even talk right now. Florida cannot fall. It just cannot fall. I feel that Florida is the most critical state in our republic for harm reduction and for vaping. Of course, I don't want Fresno to fail either. I don't want Fresno to fall. I don't want Michigan to fall. But I genuinely believe that Florida is for lack of a better term, not to sound like too much like a political pundit, Florida is a pure battleground state for vaping and harm reduction. Ron DeSantis, despite all of his flaws, he gets it. He understands harm reduction. I've seen him on video multiple times explaining his position on harm reduction to people. He gets it. Florida gets it. Florida's AG, Ashley Moody, is trying to usher in the sort of what they're calling the Protect Big Tobacco Act, which means that all of the flavor ban free areas in Florida, the entire state, that goes away. All of the prolific vape shops stocked with new products, stocked with all your favorite e-liquids, that all goes away. AG Ashley Moody wants to make it so that the only legal vapes in Florida are from Big Tobacco, because the only legal vapes allowed in Florida would be vapes that have gone through the PMTA process, and the only vapes that have gone through the PMTA process and been approved were made by Big Tobacco. This is literally a Big Tobacco Protection Act. This is literally we like vaping, but we prefer to do business with Big Tobacco. AG Ashley Moody would prefer to do business with Big Tobacco, even if it means decimating the state's economy to the tune of billions of dollars, even if it means, decimating the state's workforce, which is into the tens of thousands in the vape industry. All of that doesn't matter as long as Big Tobacco can come into Florida and control the entire vape market. Ashley Moody doesn't want you to have a choice. Ashley Moody doesn't want you to have an option. Ashley Moody wants you to only vape vapes from Big Tobacco. So please, for the love of all that is good in the world, do these CASAA call to actions. And in Florida, there's so much more we can be doing. It's go time in Florida. I can't overstate this enough. Florida cannot fail. Florida cannot fall. Why does Ashley Moody want to force you back to smoking, and why does she hate adult freedoms? These are both two excellent questions. It's all about Big Tobacco money. Yeah, your adult freedoms have been sold to Big Tobacco. This little pamphlet, courtesy of the Florida Smoke-Free Association, explains exactly what's going on in Florida with the PMTA registry bill and how she wants to basically take away all of your, your right to choose, your right to harm reduction, things like that. They say, please be respectful and let her know why she is so wrong on this one. We have her office phone. We have 3 emails. We have her social media. Okay, we have her address. Please be respectful and let her know why she is so wrong on this, because Florida cannot fall. Okay, I'm going to talk about SMOK. Should definitely sue the FDA in just a second. But do you remember, guys, last week when I was talking about community notes on Twitter X and how much I love community notes on Twitter X, and we were showing it, Raja Krishnamurthy getting community noted, other people, Stanford or Harvard rather, getting community noted. And I said something along the lines of, someday Stanton Glantz is going to get community noted, and I just can't wait because it's just a matter of time. Well, I don't know. Maybe it turns out the universe was listening, because Stanton Glantz totally got community noted. Oh, Stanton Glantz, you really desperately want to find something bad and wrong about vaping, but damn it, you just can't, and damn it, now you got community noted. Look at this. Stanton Glantz. E-cigs increased health costs by $15 billion in 2018. E-cigs increased health costs by $15 billion in 2018. You can just read that sentence and know how much of a load of malarkey it is. Now, the community note is this quote from Peter Hayek, director of the Tobacco Dependence Research Unit at the Queen Mary University of London. He says about Stanton Glantz's study that he posted, this is a baffling piece of work. The authors report that people who use e-cigarettes have poorer health and incur higher health costs than non-smokers, but it's not clear why they assume that the excess health expenditure occurred by smokers who are trying to quit or limit their smoking by using e-cigarettes, often because of health problems, is caused by their recent vaping rather than their lifetime of smoking. This happens literally all the time. harms from smoking are attributed to recent vaping habits. If someone who's, let's say, 60 plus and they have smoked their whole life and they have, emphysema and COPD, and then they switch to an e-cig, Stanton Glantz would say, oh, that emphysema and COPD was caused by your e-cig, not the 50 years of smoking. Baffling, baffling. I'm assuming that Stanton Glantz is like a pretty on it guy. He's been a professor for a really long time, and just simple things like this, like, well, the heart attack happened before or after the person started vaping. Doesn't matter. We'll just attribute it to vaping. He has to know how, smarmy that is, right? He has to know the things that he's saying and doing are just way incorrect. Incorrect to the point that it's going to cost people their lives soon. Stanton Glantz seems like the guy who, sees a headline, doesn't read the article, and then just posts the headline. Before I talk about SMOK, I really quickly want to talk about Australia, because Sam, the vaping bogan, he's mad.
Seen already my video obviously telling everybody how fucked Australia's vape situation is about to become. Everything's banned in terms of imports and all the shops are going to be shut down. You'll only be able to get your fucking vapes through a pharmacy. It'll cost you fucking $80 for a little pod system with 6 little cartridges. Super expensive and only with a fucking prescription. But the government is going to spend $730 million in the next budget on a fucking campaign to protect Australians from the harms of tobacco and vaping. In that is $63 million on an advertising campaign telling Australians the harms of vaping. They're going to spend $63 million of your taxpayer money telling people not to use something that is 95% safer than something they make $14 billion off every year in cigarette taxes. That's right, $14 billion in cigarette taxes, and they're going to spend $63 million telling you not to use the safer alternative. Government is fucked.
Mad. Sam isn't just mad. Sam is moving. Sam is the Vaping Bogan. Obviously, when I say Sam, I mean the Vaping Bogan. Sam and Vaping Bogan, that's just the same person. Moving to the UK, uprooting literally his entire life, wife, kids, canines, out of Australia, across the pond to the United Kingdom, simply to continue doing what he does. He would be a criminal if he stayed in Australia. I personally think that Bogan is going to do a lot more good being able to continue being the Vaping Bogan. I think he's making completely the right decision to move to the United Kingdom, and I know most likely that this wasn't an easy decision to come to. Leaving your homeland, like your native country where you were born, leaving the country because your government is being so hostile towards you, that's a big deal. And it's honestly like a big loss. A lot of it, some of it bums me out that Sam's leaving Australia, but on the other hand, I think it's going to be a really good thing. I think Sam, the Vaping Bogan, is going to be more effective at getting people to quit smoking, getting to do what he does in the UK, rather than just, well, I guess I'm just in Australia, I'm just a criminal now, and the Vaping Bogan's over, and I'm never going to review anything ever again. Oh, well, just because of Mark Butler, just because of the government. No, this shows his dedication to the vape. It shows his dedication to harm reduction. I think this is only a good thing. I wish Sam the Vaping Bogan literally nothing but the best everything. The best move, the best. Here's my best. Just throw it at you. Sam's not the only one who's mad. Lots of Australians are mad, including this guy. I don't even know who he is, but what he says makes a lot of sense.
This is just the most insane plan I have ever heard in my life. It will cripple an already stretched GP system. It will make it easier for people to buy cigarettes from a 7-Eleven. Now I will have to completely unnecessarily go to a doctor, get constant repeat prescriptions, clog up pharmacies, which will have to dispense it, or I could just decide, you know what, it's all too hard. I'm just going to go to the local supermarket and buy a pack of durries.
Right.
And I already know people who have done that since it has become harder to get them. There's a whole bunch of medical doctors who think this is insane. We're the only country pursuing this. In other countries, they actually hand smokers vaping kits and say, here, this is how you can give up. And every smoker I know has been able to give up thanks to vaping when they weren't able to give up under any other thing. This is madness.
He says this is madness. And yeah, this is what madness looks like. Look at this. pharmaceutical prescription vape, the Vive monthly treatment plan. You get 12 pods and a free battery for the low, low price of $244. Did I mention that it's only going to be in nicotine levels that are wickedly, tremendously high? So if you're a person who used to smoke cigarettes and then you quit with vaping and then you tapered your nicotine down and you'd like to continue tapering your nicotine down, sorry, you're going to have to bump that nicotine back up, buddy. And it's going to cost you. All right, SMOK. Well, here's the thing. I might not love all your products, and I might spend time on the internet actively telling people that your coil heads aren't as good as some other coil heads, but SMOK, you need to sue the pants off of the FDA over these marketing denial orders. FDA recently gave MDOs marketing denial orders for 22 different SMOK products, including a few devices and a bunch of different coil heads. All of these devices are over 4 years old. One of them was the Nord 2. The Nord 2 came out in 2018. And the great thing, or not great thing, the interesting thing about this MDO from FDA to SMOK is that these are for literally just hardware, just a battery. Literally, just a battery. In 2016, when the deeming regulations kind of first came out, everybody was sort of seriously, but also seriously kind of joking about, posting pictures of batteries, posting pictures of wire and saying, hey, FDA, where's the tobacco in this battery? Where's the tobacco in this battery? Show me the tobacco in this battery. And it seems like the FDA's answer is, we don't have to. And the only reason that FDA, and this is so obscenely transparent. Why SMOK? Why not Nivox? Why not Vupu? Why not Inokin? Why not any of these other big Chinese manufacturers? Why not Vaporesso? Why SMOK? Well, SMOK briefly got listed in the National Youth Tobacco Survey as a product that youths use. Problem is, FDA either knowingly or unknowingly misquoted their own data to justify these SMOK MDOs. SMOK, please, please, please sue the pants off of the FDA. Lawsuits, SMOK, lawsuits. The Fifth Circuit kind of just proved that you do have a leg to stand on if you want a lawsuit against the FDA for their arbitrary and capricious PMTA process. Pow, reading right now from Jim McDonald, Vaping 360. FDA misquotes its own survey results to justify banning SMOK products. The agency's justification for the action is twofold. Firstly, the products can be used with any e-liquid, including unauthorized products. The agency has authorized no vaping products in non-tobacco flavors and no bottled e-liquids in any flavor. So their first reasoning was that I could buy this battery and then the intended use of this battery is to be used with a nicotine product, with a nicotine e-liquid. They don't have any authorized nicotine e-liquids, so you couldn't. FDA is basically saying, we're banning this battery just in case we authorize any e-liquids that could be used in that battery. Secondly, the agency says the large number of youth use is what denied the SMOK products. For these reasons, according to an FDA press release, the agency has determined that the applicants lacked sufficient evidence to demonstrate that permitting marketing of their products would be appropriate for the protection of public health. In its press release, the FDA claims that teenagers taking the National Youth Tobacco Survey frequently cited SMOK as a brand they prefer. The FDA said SMOK was the 6th most commonly reported brand among current youth e-cigarette users, with 11.3% of middle and high school students reporting past 30-day use of SMOK products. 11.3% of middle and high school students all reported being brand loyal to SMOK? Oh, I'm sorry, they were completely wrong. However, the agency misquoted the National Youth Tobacco Survey. It was 11.3% of the students who vaped that named SMOK, not 11.3% of all students. Fewer than 1% of all surveyed students named SMOK. So it was 11.3% of the students that reported vaping. Greg Connolly got granular on this, and hang on, where is it? Here it is. Greg Connolly, correction courtesy of a science friend, 0.87% of middle and high school students used a SMOK product in the last 30 days. 0.87% of the youths that vape said they used a SMOK product. That's bananas. Does this sound like the FDA's Center for Tobacco Products is regulating based on the best available science? Brian King, is this the best available science as to why SMOK can't be on the market in the US? Is that the best available science? FDA is a joke. Brian King, you're a joke. The Center for Tobacco Products is a fucking joke. Sue, 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 sue. Lawsuits, lawsuits. Please, 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 SMOK, please, please. I'll say the Novo's good. I'll say the Novo's good. If you file a lawsuit against the FDA, I will give the Novo a better review than it was going to get. Actually, that's not true. I won't do that. But SMOK, if you sue the FDA, you will have my undying respect. Okay, I think that's going to be it for some news and advocacy. I'm sorry we ran a little bit long, but look, there's a lot going on in the world. We're going to get back to the vlog right now. And I'm assuming just because of the way it's been going, the pattern, super chats are next. I don't know. Desk guy, go. Hey, thank you, news guy. Yeah, that's all the news. That's everything. That's everything that's going on with SMOK. That's everything that's going on with Bogan, some Australia-ness. Calls to actions, 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 call to actions. Florida cannot fall. Florida, what? Florida cannot fall. Florida cannot fall. If Florida falls, we're fucked. It all hinges on Florida. No, if Florida falls, we're not fucked, but it's not good. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Ron DeSantis actually let this happen. Shocked. Surprised. Surprised beyond words. Anyway, that's it. I'll have links for literally everything I talked about down in the description. I saw one more super chat from Kaz, so I guess news guy was a little right. Let's go over there real quick. Not too long. We're running long. Kaz says, oh, here we go. Sending a double extra large Kaz box to the Aussies if anyone's willing to hub it and share it with other Aussies. Kaz, I don't know what I did to deserve you in my audience, but I'm thankful that I did whatever I did to deserve you in my audience. Kaz, hooking up Australian vapors. Hell yeah. This is what I like to see, Kaz. This is what I like to see. Yeah, phone calls, emails, anything you can do in Florida, literally anything. There's emails, there's phones, there's addresses. You could request an office. You could request a meeting with AG Ashley Moody. You could request a meeting. Technically, you could request a meeting with the governor, Ron DeSantis. But that might be difficult. That might be a difficult thing to do, but you should still try. You should still try. Yeah, Florida is setting the precedent nationwide for how to handle vaping. They're doing it. They're just doing the damn thing. And all they did was 21 and over. You need an ID check. I mean, holy shit. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine regulating vaping like alcohol? That would be insane. If all you had to do to get a vape was to show an ID, you know, exactly like we do for literally everything else. I can't rent a car without an ID. I can't buy booze without an ID. Can't buy tobacco without an ID. Can't buy vapes without an ID. And that's the rule. Like, that's the precedent. That's all you need. If kids are getting it, circumventing the gate check, the age check, then the retailers need to be punished. There needs to be, repercussions for breaking the law, I think. Anyway, I'll put a bunch of links down in the description. What I would like to do right now is sing happy birthday to like 2 people, but I don't know if anybody else in the chat has any sort of birthdays happening around this time. You usually don't have a ton in January. But I have 2 people here. Ken, is Ken still here? Maybe Ken's not here still. Ken, Snowho Ken. I'm just going to call you Ken. Ken. We have Chromatic's daughter and Ken. Those are the two birthdays we have tonight. Yeah, so what they're doing in Australia, Metal Morrissey, is it's sick. It's honestly sick. They're letting shops stay open and continue to sell off the remaining inventory that they have because, why worry about the kids then? You worry about, let all the vape shops sell all their stuff. Then the problem will be over once Big Pharma takes over vaping in Australia. World Health Organization wants every country to be like Australia, just so you know. We might talk about World Health next week. We might talk about COP10 coming up next week. World Health wants every country to either severely limit access to vaping, including flavor bans, but ideally they want everybody to be on the prescription model. They want everybody to be on the prescription model. Janitor 420, your birthday is January 30th? Okay, wait, hang on. I want to do your birthday closer to your birthday. So I'm going to skip ahead 2 weeks and I'm going to write Janitor 420's birthday. Okay? I'm going to get you closer to your birthday. I'm going to get your, they're not going to let vape shops continue selling? They're really not. Are they really not? The last thing I had read was that they were going to let vape shops continue selling off all of their stock before the ban really takes place in March, right? Isn't March the beginning of it? But your birthday was last week, Ramp X? Ramp X. March 1st. Yeah, March 1st. March 1st. Okay, so dang. Voorhees Files? Voorhees Files is the 21st? That's close enough for me. Hell yeah, Voorhees Files. Your birthday is February 4th? All right, Bick. All right, Bick. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry, Bick. Let me know closer. Let me know closer. Yeah, Pickle is actually very soon. So I'm going to sing happy birthday to Pickle as well because it is her birthday coming up very, very soon. Yep, February 2nd. Okay, we'll get you closer. Lousy smarch weather. Ian, anybody that makes a Simpsons reference? Yeah. We just became best friends. You don't know it, Ian, but we did. It just happened. Lousy smarch weather. Don't touch Willie. Good advice. Okay, so we're going to sing happy birthday. Wee baby Seamus? Really? Oh, I'm sorry, wee baby Seamus. I mean, Seamoose, the wee baby Seamoose, Shane Blevins. Michelle's telling me Shane Blevins. Okay, Shane Blevins. All right, we're singing happy birthday. I need everybody to sing along. Also, I saw Luscious pop into the chat. Strawberry swirl, strawberry swirl, strawberry swirl, strawberry swirl, strawberry swirl. I have strawberry swirl in like 3 different vapes right now, Luscious. I just want you to know that. Yep. That's how you age gate kids. Just ask Simpsons trivia questions. Seamus was way back in November, and I didn't get to it. I'm sorry, Seamus. I'm sorry. Kibotron, I see you over there on Twitch, keeping it real. Throw some emojis in the chat. Throw emojis. Just Kibotron, be my emoji person. It's super easy. Ready? Here, we'll do it together. Here's a bunch of Sifu centaurs, and then we hit send, and then all the Sifu centaurs show up on the screen. I want everybody to sing with me. If you would, please be so kind as to sing happy birthday to our wonderful community. And a 1, and a 6, and a here we now. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chromatic's daughter. Also Ken. Also Rampex Gaming. Also Voorhees Files. Also the wee baby Seamoose. Also Shane Blevins. Also my wife Pickle. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Skip around the room. Can't say that I hear my wife skipping around the room. Unbelievable. The disrespect. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Burned. Happy birthday to Burned. Happy birthday to Burned. Happy birthday to you. Happy fucking birthday. Hell yeah, John. I vape because of you. You vape because of me. I vape because of you, John. I vape because of you. I vape. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. You don't vape because of me. You vape because you decided to vape. That's how this works. I'm just your cheerleader. I'm just going to say, hey, you can do it. I'm going to say, hey, this vape is good. You can do it. That's my job. Everybody skip around the room. Happy frickin' birthday. I'm a big fan of birthdays. I love birthdays. You should get to celebrate. Everybody should get to celebrate their birthday. So happy mother effin' truckin' effin' birth effin' day. Happy birthday. I hope everybody skipped around the room. Big love to you. And that means that I don't have much, just a few packages, but it's mail call. Not much at all, anybody. DRI style. Yeah, skank around the room. You can skank around the room. You can put on some ska. You can skank around the room. I'd be cool with that. Dude, you can hardcore dance around the room. You can just throw some windmills, pick up some change. Just wait for that sick breakdown. And for the singer of the band, shout something, some sort of pit chant, disrespect your surroundings and things like that. Let's tear this place apart. And then you just, you do windmills and you come on. You guys know, shirts off in the pit. Okay, first off, this is from, the Nance. Is the Nance here? Is the Nance Mr. David Nance? Don't know what this is. I believe it to be coils. Yeah, it's coils. Shit, yeah, it's coils. In baggies. 3x3 Boros. Okay, sick, David Nance. 28 NI80s. Aliens V1. All right, I'm going to have to use these maybe quickly because this Sharpie is not going to survive on these little baggies. Thank you for the coils. 28 gauge Aliens. 39 gauge, 0.25 series build. Rad. Sick. 30 gauge, triple 30 gauge Boro. Sick. Dude, David Nance, thank you. Thank you for some mother trucking coils. These are going to get hella used. Thank you. Thank you, the Nance. That's rad. That's super rad. I'm never going to turn down coils. Your birthday was yesterday? Your birthday was yesterday? Happy birthday to Piranago. Happy birthday to Piranago. Happy birthday to Piranago. 999. Happy birthday to Piranago. Skip around the room. If you don't, then that's fine. I won't be mad. No, we're not singing happy birthday to the FDA. Sue the FDA. Sue the FDA. SMOK. Please sue the FDA. Please sue the FDA. I don't know what this is. I think it came from the UK. I think it came from Bogan's future house. Oh. It's been a while since our initial contact on Instagram. Spent most of last year doing some work for a few other modders to use in their own devices. I was taking a huge chunk of time. Blah, 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 blah. The Pre-Row Mech AIO, small compact R4 Boro-based 2650, 18650 mod. 3 window styles available. 3D printed with a PA12 twin firing buttons, silver Boro connector, 0.999 fine silver contacts, comes with carbon fiber tube for 18650 use. Finish on yours is tumbled with further batches. It will be media blasted. Shells are printed in the UK, not currently released at this time of shipping to you. Building up to that, whoa, this is a first look, will be available from our store. I can't say the web address. But the company is Infinohm, and it looks to be around the 160 to 170 Great British pound. Here, let's take a look at this. This is a 3D printed Mech Boro from the UK. Oh. Nice. Oh, it's got an exposed battery. That looks like an exposed battery to me. Hell yeah, exposed battery life. Yeah. Yeah, everyone should sue the FDA. Lots of people are. Oh, wow. Okay. Much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, twin fire. So there's a fire button on this side. Boop. Flyer button on this side. Boop. Locking nut. Boro. Minimal. 3D printed. And there's appears to be a carbon fiber 18615. So wait, 18650. So you're telling me this does 21700s or 2700s? Or does it just do 18s? There's no positive negative, so I'm going to put the positive down. Okay, I see. It doesn't... It's a little bit loose. Let's see. I mean, that's straight out of... Huh. All right. I guess that actually does keep the 18650 in there. Okay, I was hoping for an exposed battery. You know, just because titty batteries. But if the carbon fiber tube actually does cover this, that's kind of sick. Super minimal. Double squeezy fire buttons. So you could hold it in your left hand, hit it with your thumb, hold it in your right hand, hit it with your thumb. 2 fire buttons. Wow, that's kind of genius. It's a mech, Rick Mahoney. It's a mech. Very thin, very thinimal. Side slide. It's a side slide. Do you think we could throw something in here real quick? Let's try to throw this shift tank in here. I know it's a 0.4. I know it's a 0.4 and this is a mech, but it's the closest thing to me. So let's put the shift tank in here for some reason. No, holy shit. Okay. Well, it's firing. It's firing, but the locking nut is 10 miles high. Yep, both fire buttons work. Both fire buttons work. Okay. How come I'm able to screw this all the way down now? Okay, now it's not firing. Okay, well, this just goes to show. Take some time. Don't just rush into Jamming a tank inside of a Boro. I feel like I need to adjust that 510 pin up a little bit, but we're going to put this shift tank back in the sand. Shift tank back in the sand. There we go. Oh, and I used the wrong locking nut. All right, well, hell, you just roll with the punches. Yep. All right, cool. Well, hey, shit, that's a cool little piece of kit right there. I'm going to put this, I'm going to throw you away. I'm going to put you back in this tin for now for safekeeping. Hang on to the note. Sick. Sick as tits. All right. Well, this is the last package. This is the last package. After this, look, we're going to get into a mother trucking band review before we taste liquid. Band review, bro. Band review. And this opens... How? Yeah, all right. Well, you know what I say, don't you? You know what I always say? I actively root for Innokin. Actively root for Innokin despite their continually declining quality. This is designed by Pibisardo and the Vaping Greek, the Aries Finale. The Aries Finale? Is that how you say it? The Aries Finale? The Aries Finale. A band, Kibotron. A band. We're reviewing a band tonight as well. Aries Finale. You got that big picture of Phil and Dimitri. Dimitri's wearing a bow tie. Bow tie. And here it is. There's the Aries Finale. I'm assuming this is a MTL RTA, like all the other Aries were. Yep. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That airflow control on the bottom worries me. Oh, man, that worries me. Look at this airflow. Tell me that doesn't worry you. This worries me. It's a slot. It's this little tab right here. And if I slide it that way, it's really small. And if I slide it, the other way, it opens that slot all the way up. We'll see. We'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic. I still, like I said, I root for Innokin. I really do. It's loud and plentiful. That cuts the airflow down at the wrong spot, though. Yeah, okay. Hey, that's fine. We're gonna judge this Aries based on the Aries alone and not anything else. So that's how we're gonna roll. I can tell you right now that that's the wrong place to cut down the airflow for a mouth to lung, and they should know that. They should know that. The designers of that tank should know how to get a good mouth to lung, I think. I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I love those guys, but man, Innokin just hasn't been the same. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where's a good pod? I just need a little bit of nicotine right now. Aries, is that how it is pronounced? Aries? Yeah, oh, okay. Hell Vape used that style in the Vertex MTL, no leaking, and I've had it for over the past 3 years of using it. All right. Okay, cool. I'm down. I want to try it. Like, if it works good, it works good. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, And that's all there is to it. If you're condensing down airflow though, I mean, am I wrong here? Have I been wrong this whole time? Closing down the airflow directly under the coil is the absolute singular best way for a mouth-to-lung airflow to function. Doesn't matter. The airflow going into the tank doesn't matter. The airflow under your coil is all that matters. And so if in that Aries, I set the airflow under my coil to like a restricted, but then I have it on the outside, or if I set it fully open on the underneath the coil and then I restrict it down on the outside, this is just going to make me cough. It's just going to make me cough because it's cutting down the airflow at the wrong airflow point. The outside airflow doesn't matter for mouth to lung. It just doesn't. Maybe if they were going to use that for restricted lung, you would use the outside airflow control, but no, Aries will be on Tuesday. Tuesday for the vape fiddle, we're going to go crazy with the Aries. We'll do mouth to lung insanity. You know? Gunny, I don't know. I've learned to not keep tabs or keep track of any other vape YouTubers. You know, I see Matt Cully still cranking stuff out. I subscribe to Bogan, so I see everything that he does. Outside of that circle, I don't really see anything. Mike, I subscribe to Mike. I see what he does. I subscribe to Daniel, DJLSB Vapes. I still see what he does. I don't keep up with everybody anymore. I haven't seen I'm subscribed to Phil. But I haven't seen anything new from Phil in a while other than the live streams that he does. And that's it. That's what I see. Anyway, I love Phil. I will always have a tremendous amount of respect for Phil Basardo. He was one of the OGs. Phil Basardo. I'll always have respect for him. It's like Phil, indoor smokers. You know, there's some OGs that are still around that were like the OGs of the OGs. And so I'll always think highly of Phil, regardless of if he's uploading content or not all the time. Everybody, you know, they're just doing the best they can. Now, that's it. That's the mail, baby. That's the mail. We got some coils. We got an RTA, and we got a Boro. We got a 3D printed Boro. The RTA, I already have my reservations about it, but we're going to build it for real on Tuesday, on Twitch, on the Vape Fiddle. Bick, yeah. I'm subscribed to you, aren't I? I believe I am, Bick. I believe I am. Cream cheese hot dogs? No. Matt still does reviews. He does reviews. He does some disposable reviews. Yeah, I'm still subscribed to Rip. Still subscribed to Rip Trippers. I have a lot of respect for Rip Trippers. I have less respect for Rip Trippers than I used to, but I still have a lot of respect for Rip Trippers. He's the only, whatever. I've defended Rip Trippers into the ground, and I'm not going to ever say anything bad about Rip Trippers, but he's the only vape tuber that got over 1 million subs. He just did it. He took off like a rocket, and we're all watching him just go over like 900,000 subs. We're like, oh my God, Rip! 1 million subs, passes it. You know, I saw Rip, I've said this 1 trillion times, but I saw Rip as like, you know, he was the great recruiter. He was the great recruiter. He uploaded a SMOK Baby Beast video and it's like 1 million views, you know? And all I see, every time I see Rip upload a video, get 1 million views, I'm like, hell yeah. Those people aren't smoking cigarettes. I guarantee you at least more than half of those people watching Rip's videos aren't smoking cigarettes, and that is only a good thing. It's only good for everybody. It's good for the world. It's good for everybody, you know? It's good for everybody. So I saw Rip as like the great recruiter. He was recruiting people who smoked like just day after day after day after day after day after day. Rip was the great recruiter. And so I respected the shit out of Rip. He probably converted more people from smoking cigarettes to vaping than anybody else, myself included. Anybody else? It was Rip Trippers. The guy's a legend, hands down, hands down. I'll always respect Rip Trippers. You really want me to comment about Jay Hayes? I don't want to comment about Jay Hayes. He's not worth my time. So moving on from that, I think it's time for a mother truckin' band review. I don't have a bumper. I just have this wicked logo that says band review, and that's what we're doing literally right now. It's metal. So I don't want to, if you're not into metal, just turn the volume down, hang out for a second, and anybody who's into metal can listen to some metal. We're going to listen to some metal. Hang on, let me get to this email real quick. Real quickly? What the hell's going on here? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Yeah, these things happen, you see. This is a song. What the hell? Oh, here it is. The band is named HYDDYN. 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 This is their album cover. It's pretty sick. And the person who sent this in, HYDDYN, the band sent this in. I don't know the person's name, but HYDDYN, the band, says, "Hey Nick." Brian, aka Sepulture Wells, that's his stage name. He says, "I've been watching your stuff for about a year now, and I switched to vaping from cigars about 2 years ago, and I always enjoyed turning into your streams. As for my band, below, I will include a song from our debut album, Trials. The story of the album is basically about a man named Judas who finds himself in hell after his death. I love conceptual albums that have like a theme, that have like a storyline. I want it. I want all that in my face. Twisted 420 is still around. Sorry to get off track again. Vaping with Twisted 420 is still around. I was just watching his channel. He started a wrestling channel as well, and he started, he has, chilling with Twisted 420, vaping with Twisted 420, stereoing with Twisted 420. 420 is still around. He's, he reviews a lot of disposables. Look, I don't know what to tell you. People review a lot of disposables. I'm trying not to review disposables. I have no interest in reviewing disposables. That's just me. Some people do. That's fine. That's a lot of what Twisted 420 is doing right now. But for a while, Twisted 420 was, I don't know if he was the biggest vape reviewer for a while, but he was certainly one of the most popular vape reviewers for a really long time. I liked watching Twisted 420 stuff. I liked watching Twisted 420 stuff for the same reason I like watching Mike's stuff. And that's just because it's just so, it's just a dude. It's like when I watch Mike review stuff, I can tell he's like genuine, He's just like, "Hey, Mike, I'm reviewing this thing. What's up, peeps? My vape's here. Today, we're taking a look," He's genuine, and I like it. I like his reviews. Same reason I like 420's reviews. Okay, back to the band review. The story of this album is basically about a man named Judas who finds himself in hell after his death. And then the devil gives him trials to do in order to escape hell. By the end of the record, Judas realizes that the trials he was going through were all just a trick. Spoilers, trick to have him do the devil's bidding. Basically, the album encompasses the don't make a deal with the devil kind of theme. I did the vocals. Speaking of Brian here, Brian did the vocals and some keyboard parts along with mixing. He says, my buddy Dominic, aka 818, did the drums, guitars, bass, and the composition of the album instrumentally. We are a two-piece band. As for the song I'm sending here, it will be the first song on our album. I hope you enjoy it. And this gets confused a lot, but our band name is pronounced HYDDYN. Okay. HYDDYN. So here is a song from this band, HYDDYN. This is a song called Lacerate. Lacerate. In order to hear this, I'm going to put on some headphones. You guys are going to hear it just fine. I'm going to try not to blast your eardrums out of existence, but here we are. This is Lacerate by HYDDYN. Big fadey intro here. Big fadey intro. Really big fadey intro. Or is that strings? I can't tell. I can't tell. I can tell something big's about to happen. I feel like I'm waiting for the opening of a metal show. Oh! Oh! God, I love some clean vocals. Turn it up. Uh-oh. Get your brooms. I think they're saying lacerate. Swirly waves. That's all you can do right there. That's catchy as shit. Yes. Yes. Right? Two-piece band. Shit, that's good. Hidden. I sensed that last breakdown coming. I hope everybody called AAA because that was a hell of a breakdown. Damn. Okay. HYDDYN. Thoughts on HYDDYN. I've seen some thoughts over the time. Nasty ass guitars. Just filthy, nasty, awful guitars. Sounded so good. So heavy. Filthy guitars. Yeah, that's missing in a lot of modern metal. All of the modern metal that's produced these days. I mean, if you want to talk about like Lorna Shore and Sleep Token, their guitars sound so like processed and digital, just so processed and digital to me that guitar tone sounds like he just cut his guitar speakers, like just slashed them with a razor blade and then turned it up to 11 and just went, oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Sounds filthy. It sounds like a wind tunnel. Sounds like a wind tunnel. Good guitar. I'm impressed by that. HYDDYN. If you want to check out HYDDYN, the Lacerate, I don't know exactly where it is. They might be on Spotify. I'll link to their Bandcamp in the description if you want to further check out HYDDYN. But for a two-piece band, that was really good. And it's so raw. My favorite thing about bands, my favorite thing about metal and bands just in general is when I listen to a recording and it sounds like a band just playing, like performing in like a recording studio or something, like in their practice spot. I like bands that just sound like a band playing together. And we get, there's so much like overproduced and complicated metal music these days where it's like, well, those guitars sound great and they're nice and polished and distorted and they have the perfect amount of little fuzz and echo and EQ on them and the drums are all super dialed in with triggers and everything. I don't want that. I want a hi-hat that sounds like it's bent. I want a snare drum that sounds like it's broken, and I want guitar tone that sounds like you just slashed your speakers with a razor blade. That's the metal. That's the filthy, filthy jam mud in your mouth metal that I'm really into. I much prefer that over really, really polished stuff. But look, I'm not going to gatekeep because really, really polished metal, give it to me. I like it too. I enjoy it just as much. Look, I'll listen to Devin Townsend. I'll listen to some crazy overproduced digital metal. I like it. But what I miss about metal is really sick, filthy guitar tones and a lot of modern metal. Forgive me for sounding so old and curmudgeon-y, but a lot of modern metal, I don't love their guitar tones. That's it. Metal used to be about the riff and the tone, and now I feel like it's not about the tone anymore or the riff. It's just about being as heavy as possible. I don't know. I'm just old and curmudgeon-y. That was good. Thank you, HYDDYN, for sending that over. Brian from HYDDYN, thank you for sending that over. I'm going to post a link in the description to their Bandcamp. If I could find it. Here it is. This is a different track, though. This is a different track on their Bandcamp. And I don't know if they're on Spotify yet, but yeah, that was good. That was good stuff. Man, I love, yeah. Well, listen, Apathy Miller, we can discuss metal till the cows come home, but you don't need triggers to drum fast. triggers help people drum fast, but you don't need triggers to drum fast. I've seen some black metal bands in my day, you know, in a basement type of situation where it's just the guy sounds like triggers, but he's just playing a raw kit. Just playing a raw kit. Like, I don't know if you ever heard Frost from Satyricon, the drummer of Satyricon, play. He's just good and lightning fast, no triggers. Just a pure raw drum sound. God, I love that. God, I love that. You know, love the shit out of it. Have you heard Reflections before? I can't say that I have. I can't say that I have. Give me old thrash that's raw as fuck and I'm good to go. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm the same. You know, give me some old thrash. Give me some old thrashy stuff. I'll take it. I even, you know, there's some good modern crossover thrash that's honestly really, really good. Bat is really, really good. Municipal Waste, obviously, they're really good. Yeah, Mayhem. Listen, Mayhem. Nobody likes Mayhem. Even like the most true cult black metal fans, it's like they'll say nice things about Mayhem because you have to say nice things about Mayhem because they basically started the genre of black metal. But Mayhem is not good. They have some okay stuff, but like if you go back and listen to like the Death Crush EP or like even Dom Santhus, it's not that good. It's okay. I think people liked that early black metal just because it was so new and unique. You know, with black metal, I don't know how we got into this subject, but with black metal, you got to remember that they don't, you know, originally black metal musicians, like these terrible bands that started like Mayhem and Bersum and all of these terrible black metal bands in Norway, they didn't want people to like their bands. They didn't want fans. They didn't want people listening to their music. They wanted to produce like really abrasive, off-putting music so that when they get on stage, they're just like, ah, you know, and upside down crosses and capes and corpse paint, and just shrill guitars and just, you know, wind tunnel blast beats. They wanted to sound offensive. They wanted people to hear their band and go, oh my God. They didn't want to sell records. They didn't want to have fans. They wanted to upset people. That was the whole point of it, you know? That was the whole point of like early ass black metal before it got all super commercialized. And then you see, you know, fast forward 15 years and you have Dimmu Borgir playing like, you know, sold out stadium shows with lighting rigs. And it's like, well, yeah, I guess Dimmu Borgir is staying real close to that true Norwegian, you know, your true Norwegian cult. No, you're going to have lighting rigs now. Black metal should sound bad. Black metal shouldn't sound good. Black metal shouldn't sound like Dimmu Borgir. Black metal should just sound terrible. It should sound offensive, like barely music, like that you don't even want to listen to it. Just noise, just ultimately awful, echoey, shrill noise. That's cult, you know, true pure cult black metal, which I like, which I enjoy. I go on kicks all the time where it's like, I don't want to listen to anything that was, you know, recorded in a recording studio. I want that boombox recording. I want that boombox recording in a fucking basement. That's what I want. Yeah. Yeah. True cult sparkling waters. True cult sparkling waters. Yeah. I'm down for that. All right. Well, damn. Band review, good times. Let's start wrapping up this vlog here, you guys. I'm going to check real quick on the super chats. I don't know that there were a few. All right. Hell yeah. Let's get into some super chats. And then we're going to have to do a very band random liquid tasting. I'll have HYDDYN's link in the description of this YouTube video. Now, pardon me. There it is. The super chats. Fishy. Let me guess. You just got off work or you're just getting off work. Appreciate you, Fishy. Hope you're doing good, man. Trap Musing says in Australia, they can sell stock imported juice before March 1st. They can still sell anything manufactured in Australia. They need legislation to stop the sale of Australian-made products, guessing mostly juices and coils. That's fascinating. That's similar to what I had heard before, was that stores were going to be able to sell, and then anything manufactured in Australia, they don't have legislation in place to stop, like my favorite new liquid manufacturer, Luscious, or my other favorite new liquid manufacturer, Frank and Atticus, who happen to both be in Australia. So my advice would be support Australian companies. Buy some Luscious liquid, buy some Frank and Atticus, buy some Breeze Tones coils, help Bogan out, like support Australia, support Australians, support Australian businesses. I don't think it's ever going to get that bad in the United States as it is in Australia right now. And I did not see that coming. Who saw this coming? Who saw Australia just decimating harm reduction like they did? I didn't see it coming. Howard, s'mores. I really need to get a picture of your autographed urine splatter on the bathroom wall at Steel Valley. Yeah. Do you? Yeah, there is autographed urine splatter on the bathroom wall at Steel Valley Vapors. Yeah, it happens. It's a thing. It's one of those things that's encouraged, though. At Steel Valley Vapors, they run a real punk rock shop there, and you go in the back, and it just feels like you're at like a really shitty punk venue. Just spray paint and stickers and graffiti everywhere. It's awesome. I love it. I felt immediately at home. I was like, oh, I'm back in Reno. I'm out on 8th Street at Archaic. That's how it felt. I love it. I love that, like, terrible metal club, like terrible punk clubs. Makes you feel alive, damn it. Raw Chuck. I may be 58, but that music sounds sweet. It does, right, Raw Chuck? Raw Chuck, it's good to know. I didn't know you were a metal guy there. I didn't know you were the metal guy. Yeah, Kibotron. Go to Reno, you go out on 8th Street, you go out on 4th Street. Oh, bad news in either direction on 4th Street, but that's where all the good shows are. That's where all the good shows are. Dude, I saw Clutch on 4th Street at Archaic in Reno. Good times. The Reno music scene was super sad, but I loved the shit out of it, and I still do. Oh, holy shit, it's HYDDYN. It's HYDDYN. HYDDYN. Thanks for listening. We are on all streaming services. The album is called Trials, so look up Trials by HYDDYN. Hell yeah, HYDDYN. Let's see. HYDDYN Trials. Yeah, there it is. Here it is. All right, I'm going to post a link in the description to their... Lacerate. It's the first track on the album. I'll post a link in the description to their Spotify. And if I may, it is time to wind this down and really start doing this very random liquid tasting. That's how we're going to end this here stream, is the very, very random liquid tasting. Okay, so that means, turn you off. Sorry. Tonight, hang on. Let me, the poll ended? Oh, the poll ended. I didn't get to see the winner. I didn't see the poll. Dang, all right. Well, there was a poll that was asking about snow accumulation because I miss snow and I want to know who's living in the snow. So we're going to start a random liquid tasting. I think we know what's up today. And while you guys vote, okay, I can't fit the whole title in there. What? Boom! Okay, there's a poll in the chat. Please vote. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote. Funky. So, what's on the chopping block? Coil turd. Cash Sonoran Strawberry. Cash Indonesia Coil Turd Sonoran Strawberry. I bought this at Steel Valley Vapors. Speaking of Steel Valley Vapors, I'm a fan of Marketplace. I still haven't tasted the pink punch berry, so that's up on the chopping block. Kaz, where's Kaz at? This is FDH Playland. This is cotton candy ice cream. Cotton candy ice cream, cotton candy ice cream. I just left 7 inches of snow in Tennessee and I'm about to get stuck in 4 more inches of snow in Pennsylvania. Brian, be safe, man. That's tough. Snow is such a pain in the ass. I miss it, but I also don't miss, taking 45 minutes to get to the grocery store. Or like, oh, I'm late for work again. Why? I had to dig my car out of the snow. Made everything inconvenient. What is that? I got a little, cut myself on Ursula's eyeball? Dang. Huh, interesting. Okay, please vote. If you don't vote today, then you don't get the vote, funker. If you don't vote right now, then you're not gonna vote, funky. Quickly, I have to wick this up real quick, so please take your time in voting. I'm gonna throw some wicks in here. We're gonna be tasting this tonight out of Twisted Mess's new RDA. I'm trying to pimp it up as much as I can for him. It's the Narda, and we're gonna be tasting out of it. Oh yeah, I can see that being a problem. These look like 3mm coils, so I'm gonna get my cotton bacon. Oh, wait. I have some bacon roll cotton bacon here. I have some bacon rolled cotton bacon here that I've been saving. Hell yeah. What the hell? If everybody hasn't already watched I Think You Should Leave, then that's your homework. Go to Netflix and watch I Think You Should Leave. What the hell? Narda! Shout out Kent, Twisted Messes. Despite all of the time he spends doing AI art, he can't send me some AI art for Thursdays anymore. That's okay. I'll give him a hard time about it later. It's cool. If you don't vote right now, then you're not gonna vote, and that's fine. Leave it up to everybody else. If you don't vote right now, then you're not gonna vote, that's fine. I don't even know what's winning. Here, I'm going to guess right now, without even knowing. I think Playland is in first place, and I think Pink Punchberry's at the bottom again. I think Playland is at first place, and I think Pink Punchberry's at the bottom again. How accurate was I? Yes! Holy, I would have bet money on this. Playland. The old cotton candy ice cream. You mean to tell me that cotton candy ice cream is a flavor for adults? I am mortified that an adult would enjoy something that tastes like cotton candy. Every time. I have never seen an adult eating cotton candy. Ever. I don't even think they'll sell it to you. If you go to Disneyland and you try to order cotton candy, they age check you, but they reverse age check you. If you're over 13 years old, they just don't let you buy cotton candy. It's just how the world works, Dick Durbin. Obviously, adults don't like flavors. That's why you get reverse carded for when you buy cotton candy. All right, we're gonna go with FDH. I'm pretty sure FDH is so firmly in the lead, so crazily firmly in the lead. No, I can't sell you one more time on Cash, Sonoran Strawberry, or Pink Punch Berry. No. All right. Well, those will come back to wait for an audience of less discriminating tastes. And right now we're gonna do FDH Playland. I think that sounds right. It's gonna win. It's already winning. It's already winning. Oh, damn. Holy damn. You know, I spent a lot of years of my life believing that cotton candy didn't really taste like anything. I thought, every time I've had cotton candy, it just tastes like sweet. That's it. Just sweet. That's what cotton candy tastes like to me, is just sweet. There's actually like a cotton candy flavor. It's like a strawberry-ish, a little bit of cotton candy. Strawberry-ish kind of flavor cotton candy. It's very sweet. It tastes like cotton candy. I mean, listen, I know I'm an adult, but I used to have kids use their IDs to buy me cotton candy. As an adult, I'd have to go up to kids at theme parks and be like, hey bro, can you get me some cotton candy? And they're always like, you're old. I'm like, I know, but I really want some cotton candy, and adults aren't allowed to have flavors, so will you hook me up? They always do, but they always make me buy them cotton candy as well, so it's worth it though, you know? It's a bummer that as an adult, I'm not allowed to have cotton candy because adults don't like flavors. But if you're lucky, you can sometimes find like a cool 12-year-old who will buy you cotton candy. I'm going to be running this because it's a 0.11. I'm going to be running this inside of the UL Soul Keeper. Soul Keeper, do-do-do-do. It's the regulated mech that's not a mech, that's not really regulated, that's also not a mech. Yeah, great. The knuckle tasted exactly like cotton candy. Ethyl maltol? Ethyl maltol? Yeah, you got to tip them. Yeah, you got to booze over on Twitch. Yeah, you got to tip the kid $20. And just make sure their parents aren't looking. Like, it gets weird. It's like, why are you talking to my son? It's like, no, I just want some cotton candy. He's just going to buy me some cotton candy. That's all. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I can't get this on here properly. I think it needs some lubricating on the O-rings there. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, there's notches and tabs. Oh. Ah, there you are. Okay. So I can put this back on. Put this back on. Perfect. Okay. I don't know why I was panicking so hard right there. It's like, I've used this RDA before. Maybe we'll just stick with the Stay Gold. Yeah. Stay Gold Chop Top. Boosh. That's what we ended up with. Doesn't matter. It's the new, that's Kent's new RDA up there. All right, Playland. All right, Kaz. All right, Kaz. I'll try your Playland. All right, Gandalf, you keep your secrets. Cheers. Crazy. I'm going to mute myself on purpose this time. Just give me 1 sec to vape this. Tastes like cotton candy. Hang on. Yeah. Yep. As if we all didn't know what this was going to taste like. It's good. Damn it, Kaz. Good. Real good. Really very good. I haven't had this like sweet candied of a liquid in a while. I feel like I've been vaping like berries, like guava, guava and mango and strawberry, maybe that blackberry, apple. Been very like singular fruit flavors. The peanut butter's in there for good measure. I haven't had a cotton candy in a while. And I haven't had a cotton candy ice cream in a while. Hella Chats. I'll get to the Hella Chats. And this is cotton candy ice cream. I've had cotton candy before in the past. Kids have had to buy it for me in the past. I've been able to get it as an adult. And this is spot on. This is spot on. It tastes like cotton candy. Like I can't explain it. It tastes like big, sweet, creamy ass cotton candy. It's kind of mind-blowing. It's like a weird sensation because there's some liquids that taste exactly like the thing that they are. Like Steve's cake back in the day was like strawberry cheesecake, and when I vaped it, I suddenly like craved cheesecake. Like I wanted to chew the liquid because it tasted so much like cheesecake. This tastes so much like cotton candy that I want cotton candy in my face now. Just want it. Brian Robinson. Maybe the Dreamer. Maybe the Dreamer Mac. That's a pretty budgety Mac. The RCM stuff I don't think is crazy expensive. And I like the RCM stuff quite a bit. Yeah, Joshua, same. Coil killers, love them. Give me some coil killers. Donut Pounder was the worst coil killer in the history of coil killers. Ooh, that almost went right to the camera. Yeah, it's cotton candy. It's cotton candy ice cream, Kaz. This is cotton candy ice cream up the wazoo. It's beautiful. It's sweet. It might honestly be approaching like the sweetness fence for me. It might be not too sweet, but it's getting to that point where it's like, this is sweet. This is as sweet, I think, as I would like to go with any particular e-liquid. We'll check on the coils. Blackened already. I'm just kidding. It's not a coil killer yet. It's not a coil killer yet. Damn. Kaz. Damn. Kaz. Yeah, FDH. FDH, Holly House, stands for From the Hood. Kaz, From the Hood, FDH. I think I've liked every Kaz flavor so far. I'm determined to change that. I'm gonna hate a Kaz flavor this year. I will. I hope not to. So far, Kaz, you're knocking them all out of the park. Damn, that is good. That is good. That is just straight up good. Straight up good. Straight up. It's not, it's almost, Tom's asking if it's Homeboy levels of sweet. It's approaching Homeboy levels of sweet. It's approaching Homeboy OC levels of sweet. It's not quite, but it's like, yeah, it's not Rainbow Sherbet in the Dark. Rainbow Sherbet in the Dark was not nearly as sweet as this cotton candy is. This is like double Rainbow Sherbet in the Dark. Like very, very sweet. Very sweet. I need some hydration after all that Vapins. All right. Well, shut up, 7th Floor Tango. Let's wrap this mother trucker up with one last super chat from Raw Chuck Presents. I quit liking flavors when I turned 13. Yep. Now my favorite e-juice is wet cardboard and Portland cement and Raver Blades. I know you meant to type razor blades, but Raver Blades is even funnier. Yeah. Portland cement. Damn hell-ass good flavor. Real good earthy, a lot of earthy tones in that Portland cement. Wet cardboard is a good one. I always thought it was genius. Like, here's how you get kids to stop vaping. Name a disposable, like, homework or yard work. You know? Name a disposable, uncomfortable conversation with your uncle. And then kids wouldn't buy it. Name a disposable brand homework. Maybe they would buy it because it would be like, you know, ironic. They'd be like, it's so cool. Homework. Yeah, I'm doing my homework. Okay, that's actually a bad idea. Let's not name any disposables homework or yard work. I could see that going 10 kinds of bad. I think that's it. We're rounding 8 p.m. here. I'm going to real quickly look around the room, make sure I didn't forget anything. Is there anything left in you? Oh, God, just give me a little bit. Yeah, still good. That last little sip of backwash, still really good. Still pretty damn good. All right, guys, that's it. I think we're done here. Well, Dangleclacks be damned. We did it. We made it. We made it through a whole other vlog. And Dangleclacks be damned. Dangleclacks be damned. All right. Here we go. Cool Tech Dreamer. That's right. Thank you. KMCS DFM. Get a soundboard that is Megs approved. Loud soundboard with a Canadian accent. Is that... I'm sorry, I can't turn my soundboard down. It's Canadian. In fact, I can't even turn my soundboard on right now. It's watching hockey. Thank you. And KMCSDFM, who is that? Who do I know you? You're a person I know. Also, hats off to Bogan for being true to himself and having the balls to move halfway around the globe to keep doing what he does. Cheers, mate. Hell yes. Hell yes, hats off to Bogan for being true to himself. And it's true to himself. It's true to harm reduction. It's true to vaping. Like, it could not have been an easy decision to decide that. I couldn't approach my wife and be like, so, how would you feel about moving to the UK? Seriously. I mean, I'm sure it would be a discussion. I'm sure we could have that discussion, but that's tough, man. My heart goes out to Bogan. Yeah, look, he makes great content. The vape space is better off with Bogan in it, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Oh, you're welcome, Vaping Bogan. I didn't think you were still here. Appreciate you, pimp. Appreciate you, Bogan. And I'm rooting for you. You know, I'm rooting for you. And, you know, I think I've said my piece. We're better off with Bogan being a part of this community. We need vaping Bogan. You know, who else is going to call you guys cunts? I can't do it because when I say it, it just sounds like an American saying cunts, and then it's bad. But when Bogan says it, it's like, oh, call me a cunt again. You know? Do it again. Say it again. Say the Bogan thing again. Anyway, big love to you guys. Peace out. Be excellent to each other. I did everything I wanted to do. We got through all the stuff. And despite all that Dangleclacking, we still had a damn hell-ass good vlog. And so hopefully between now and next week, a new soundboard will get here. And then I won't have to go crazy anymore. I won't have to lose my mind over Dangleclacks. Lose my mind over Dangleclacks. I'm honestly a little bit embarrassed. I'm embarrassed you guys had to see that. I tried to stay cool, but it just wasn't happening. I don't say fuck enough. Fuck. All right. I'll throw it into the lexicon. I'll get it in there. I need to watch more Bogan videos. I need to watch more Bogan videos. Brian says, Grimm, if you can get a bottle of Guinness 1759, probably the most mind-blowing beer you've ever had. All right. Well, I do need to go beer shopping before next week. I do need to go beer shopping. So, hey, listen, I'm going to say goodbye. Peace out. I love you guys. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. Remember that obviously vaping is going to win. It's already winning. Sweden's about to become a smoke-free country. The United Kingdom is giving out free vape kits. The United Kingdom disagrees with the World Health Organization. I just watched this great transcript. They had a parliament hearing today about World Health versus vaping. And the UK is ready to stand up to the World Health Organization. They're basically saying, we're not going to let the World Health Organization ruin this for us. So there is hope in the world. And vaping will continue to save lives, just like it always has. And I'll continue to defend it, just like I always have. And Bogan's going to thankfully still be around to call us all cunts. It's good at 2024. It's coming out, you know? Everything's coming up Millhouse. So, SMOK. SMOK. Sue the FDA. Sue the FDA. Sue the FDA. Sue the FDA. I hope, in a few weeks, I really hope that I get to report on SMOK suing the ever-loving hell out of the FDA. SMOK. Do it. Do it. Please do it. Please do it. Okay, now then, I think I'm going to end this. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say I love you guys. I'm going to say thank you for making this a kick-ass, hell-ass, damn-ass, good-ass vlog day. I love it. This is the best part of the week. You're not going to really see me in a better mood than when we're goofing off on the vlog. Assuming there's no Dangleclacks. If there's Dangleclacks, all bets are off. Rage mode gets activated. Rage mode gets activated. It's just it happens. You can't beat science. Yeah, you can't. And, you know, there's just more and more and more and more and more coming out. Like, smoking rates in Sweden are never going to go back up. They're just not. So when Sweden eventually becomes a smoke-free country and World Health says, well, there's still 8 million people that die every year from smoking cigarettes, and Sweden goes, not over here. We're a non-smoking country. We have the lowest cases of lung cancer in the world. That's undeniable evidence. That's unfucking deniable evidence. So it's going to come around. I believe it. I believe it. We're going to change the world, you guys. We're going to change the world. Okay, I kind of don't want to go, but let's go. I'm going to say goodbye. It's 8 p.m. I'm going to clean up my office, go hang out with some Yo-Yo patrons, and, you know, we're probably going to go soundboard shopping. USB soundboard shopping. So My new outro is Homeboy OC. He's my BFF. I miss him like crazy. And we're going to listen to Homeboy OC sing us off into the evening. He believes he can fly. Peace out, you guys. Be excellent. Always.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.